Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of Band of Bravos, the special PaizoCon edition episode. Welcome, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I am your host and GM for this session. I am Jason Bulmahn. I'm the director of game design here at Paizo. And before we get started with a recap to catch up folks who are maybe watching this stream for the first time, I'm going to toss it around the table and let everybody introduce themselves and their character. We'll start with you, James.
Hey, I'm James Jacobs. I'm the creative director for Pathfinder, and I'll be playing Shensen, who's got plans for this town that we're coming to. Yes, plans.
Oh, Shensen, should I be concerned?
Nope, you are included. You'll be fine.
Great.
Hey, everybody, I'm Maryssa Marie. I am Paizo's web content manager, and I play Ilana Thistlefoot, the halfling druid.
And medicine giver.
Attempting medicine
When we're
giver.
lucky.
Well, no.
When we're lucky. I'm Jason Keeley. I am a Starfinder developer. I am playing Roark Thunderbird, the Tengu swashbuckler, and I am ready to sing.
Yay!
I knew
And
you'd
I-
work singing into this somehow.
And I am Peyton Smith. I am the social media producer here at Paizo, and I am playing Lon Barnes, shocking graphic user extraordinaire. And I am so happy to finally see all of you again watching the Band of Bravos. Of course, there are some special things that we do in which, sorry, Vanessa, but you didn't read the rules. There's a maximum of 3 villain points that we have to give. So I'll be generous because it's you. And let you have let him have 4 points, but Jason's got to use it real quick for something, like super quick, and it has to be minor. For I control the streams here. So basically, at this point,
Peyton, did you see? I just got 2 more.
oh, you did get 2 more. I will press a button there, and of course, if you notice in the chat and I've missed anything, like Joseph Keeley getting a point. So you might be wondering, why am I pressing buttons and you're seeing these tokens appear over the players' portraits here? Which I'm Lauren Bonds. You can see on the 3rd one, and you can see the relative ones with their names on it. These are a special thing that we like to do on our streams where you and chat can use your channel points. So, these are a maximum of 3. So for full up and you can use one, we can't really give it to them. So, hey, you put Tree Razor back. You put him hey, you put him back. You put him back. No, that's,
Oh, he's
that's
a
why-
cutie.
nah.
He needs to be
No.
bigger. Bring him back. I miss
More
him.
villain points is Tree Razor, right?
Every villain point is a tree razor. So basically what we do is that these are hero points in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We use these to help re-roll failed rolls. And if you ever watched the show before, doesn't really help. But what you can do, what Vanessa there is trying to do, and thank you for the point, because no, it gives me points, is that you can give Jason Bolin villain points, maximum of 3. Just be sure to read the stuff. And he can use those for anything. Summoning 5 million tree razors. He can use them to blow us all up, or to re-roll failed enemy rolls and stuff like that. He uses them for his devilish deeds, and he's probably going to be using a lot of them. And as I suspect, a lot of you are probably going to try and end us. So with that, I hope you guys are super excited to join us today. We are now full of all of our points. We can't accept anymore, so hold your points in for when we really need them, because we probably will. Jason, what are we in for today? Because I'm not looking forward to losing my character today.
Well, I'm gonna give a bit of a robust recap. I'll try and keep it nice and tight, just for new folks who are here. There's been some folks asking about episode 7 not appearing on YouTube just yet. Yeah, Paizo kind of slowing everything up. So, but if you missed out, I'm gonna get you caught up, and I'll try not to spoil it too much. But here we go. When we last left our intrepid band of adventurers, the Band of Bravos is a traveling performance group that has traveled around the River Kingdoms for years, performing for various minor dukes, barons, and wannabe rulers, telling tales of their exploits, deeds, of their daring do. And just recently, they came to the kingdom of a relatively new upstart goblin ruler named King Brightcrown. This Goblin King signed them up for a performance. However, there was more to it than that. because he assumed that all of your tales of amazing daring and adventures were actually true, and that you would be more than capable of going and clearing out a nearby mine, one that his kingdom desperately needs. You ventured into this mine only to find it overrun with undead, and it was in this place that you met the spirit of the foreman of the mine, a wizard named Grisfell, who apparently used this mine to dig and try and find some source of necromantic power. And it was still there, hiding somewhere down in the deepest levels of the vault. You ventured down there using a magical relic. You sealed this heart, this necromantic core, the Elan core, in this cage and returned it back to the surface. The Goblin King was overjoyed. The mine would be open and everything was going to turn out just great. However, when the day of the grand opening finally arrived, you arrived at the mine only to find it overrun by orcs. The orcs had apparently boiled up out of the depths, taken over the mine, killed the miners, and had set up shop. After a skirmish with the mines, you retreated back to the Goblin King's capital. It was there that you met an emissary from the nearby Deep Gnomes, who live also near this mine. And they explained that the orcs came rushing into this place and had coveted it for a long time, explaining that, well, no one could really take it because it was filled with undead. And upon learning that you got rid of the undead, all of the pieces fell into place. The Goblin King was very upset with this and wanted to find some way to broker a peace with the orcs and perhaps share the mine. To that end, the Deep Gnome suggested that you might travel to Kobold Town, a city deep beneath the ground where all of the peoples of the Eternal Vault gather in kind of a neutral space. And there in Kobold Town, you might be able to meet with the orc emissary. And upon meeting with the orc emissary, you could perhaps negotiate some sort of peace. Approaching the orcs in the mines was not going to work because the orcs were not willing to talk to anyone after so much blood had been shed. So you traveled down to the Amethine Enclave, where you met up with the Deep Gnomes, and they sent you on your way to Kobold Town. However, you didn't quite make it there. The party was apprehended by a bunch of Durgar, who, because of the orcs spreading through this region of the Darklands, had enacted enhanced security measures and had taken over most of the caves, leading from the Amethine Enclave down to Kobold Town. And they arrested you after you committed a number of varying offenses, from transporting a dead body in the form of the skull of Grisfeld to harboring strange wildlife in the form of Roark, your Kenku swashbuckler, other things like having liquids in bigger than 1 dram containers. They took you down to their citadel called Droskar's Chosen. And there they subjected you to all sorts of paperwork and made you fill out lots of forms. However, you outwitted them by requesting the form permitting a riot. And it was in last week's episode that your riot went off. You caused a riot in the jail cell thanks to having the proper form. The Durgar complied, allowing your riot, which then turned into an escape. Running into the caves beneath the Durgar fortress, you encountered an Adiug, which nearly was the end of the party. However, you did manage to defeat the beast and continue on your way. I should note that you have 2 other people with you. You have Grollo, this poor not Grimlock. He's a
Morlock.
He's the other lock. This poor Morlock who is with you. You also have Prince Thorgrim, a dwarf from the surface, who was captured there as well. The group of you traveled with the Grollo and Prince Thorgrim in tow until eventually you arrived at the Great Stair. The Great Stair being this gigantic staircase that leads deeper and deeper down into the Darklands. The party traveled down the stair ahead of some strange earthen creature that appeared to be slowly marching its way down the stairs. But instead of dealing with that, it was going so slow that the party just decided to continue on their way. And that is what led you out of the Great Stair into the Eternal Vault, where they're looking out across a small river that apparently bisects this place. You saw in the distance Kobold Town.
Ooh.
And that is where we are at.
I'm just
So-
checking out to see if there's any place I can fix my signs up for my plans. Okay.
Oh, all right. So you have arrived at Kobold Town. You have just emerged from the Great Stair, and there in the distance is Kobold Town, or at least you think it is. You can't imagine that there's another town of this size down here in the Darklands.
I most certainly hope it's Kobold Town. I mean, at least we kind of got patched up and figured life out before we got there, and our dwarven friend's still with us, right? As I ask that question while you're drinking.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's
Oh man, he's just gonna talk a while. Let me drink real quick.
Hey, what do I look like, a ventriloquist? You arrive at the Eternal Vault, and there is this stone bridge that arches out across the lake. You are at a higher elevation on this side. It looks like the other side is lower and closer to the water. If you were to fall off this side, you would probably fall like 100 feet down into the water below. But this arched bridge does cross over the water down to the walled city of Kobold Town. Now, I should note this illustration is kind of a diagram. Out beyond it, you can see what look like mushroom fields surrounding this community.
Oh, well, that's
Peyton's on the mushrooms.
Oh,
Got it.
good.
Wonderful. This is
Yes,
what I
thank
was
you.
hired for, to doodle on streams. Don't worry
You
about it,
have
boys. I got it.
enhanced my drawing. Thank you. Yes.
You're
Well,
welcome.
hopefully this fungus will be a little more friendly than the last fungus we came across. I'm
All of
getting
your-
really tired of aggressive plants down here.
Why do all of Peyton's mushrooms look curious?
You jealous?
No, I'm not. I'm just. Oh, that one's like. That's a happy mushroom.
So, Thorgrim is kind of looking at the place with wide-eyed wonder, and he's like, I haven't seen cities underground this big since I was back home.
Nor mushrooms. Giant mushrooms, big as a city.
A city this big. A city this big means an audience.
Oh, you're
Right,
right.
Shensen?
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to
Grollo,
be inside that city now.
Grollo is like, I have not been here in many years.
Wait,
You can see where I used to work.
wait.
And
Growler,
he
how
points at
how
the
long were
pit
you in?
far off in
How
the
long were you in jail?
Oh, many hundreds and hundreds of cycles.
You
I
don't
lost
you don't
count.
have an old place anymore. It's probably gone. 5 generations probably taken.
Grollo never owned a place. Grollo used to live underneath a porch. Grollo, but I used to work out in the bug pit.
Ew.
Bug farming is Grollo's specialty. We should go.
Yes, let's cross the bridge.
Yep.
I
All right.
agree.
So, Grollo begins making his way almost excitedly. He has a bit of a spring in his step, which is something you've never seen out of the poor Morlock. And you cross over this bridge, and despite it looking far too thin to support anything, it is actually rock solid, and you are able to cross with relative ease. As you make your way down the other side, it's even kind of textured and grooved to make sure people don't slip and fall down the bridge. And as you approach the gate down there on the far side, you notice that the gate is closed, and there's like a squad of kobolds of various colors, mostly red and black, hanging out around the gate. They are all wearing like patchwork. It's weird armor. It looks like they're wearing breastplates, but upon closer inspection, you realize it's like a beetle carapace that's hung over their shoulders, and they have like kobold-sized halberds and are just kind of relaxing at the gate.
I'm gonna
I'll go up
step.
to them.
Oh, go. Yeah. Let's
ahead,
go
Keeley.
up and
Shen-
introduce
Shen-
ourselves.
Shensen and
Ah.
I, yes. Shensen, please.
Yes. Okay. Oh, me. All right. I'll step
Yeah,
up to these
James, go.
kobolds and I will say, Greetings, fancy-looking kobold bug-wearing coys from Kobold Town. We are the Band of Bravos, and we are here to bring quality and entertainment to your lives. Please step aside and allow us entry into your town so that we might bring to you quality and wonderment of all natures. We've got a dancing Tengu. We've got a magically handed gnome druid, and we've got Lauren.
Mac, 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 mac.
No,
I kind of step
have I
up.
shrunk?
I step up and I speak in Draconic, and I go like, "We are requesting entry into the city."
One of them looks at you and goes, someone who can speak the tongue. And it kind of looks at Shensen, who just did that whole spiel. And this is in Draconic, is like, I don't know what that one's all about, but those noises are unpleasant.
Oh, don't worry. It happens all the time, and I have to deal with it every morning.
Does it always make that noise?
Unfortunately, yes.
To those of you who don't speak Draconic, by the way, this is all just mac, 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 mac.
Is that how Draconic sounds in Pathfinder, in the world of
It's
Pathfinder?
such a noble language.
It does when it's coming out of a kobold mouth. You're gonna wager it sounds a lot more impressive coming out of a dragon.
I am still concerned that I was labeled a gnome.
Oh no, a halfling. I was distracted. I was afraid that Lauren was going to electrocute someone.
That is a valid fear.
The kobolds look at you and go, well, welcome to Kobold Town. Do you have a ticket?
No, we do not have. I look back to Shensen and everyone else like, do we have a ticket?
We have the emissary paperwork. Does Shensen still have the emissary paperwork?
Yes, that'll work wonderful. I think right, do you have the paperwork, Shensen?
Yeah, I'm going to clear my throat and then try to speak in Undercommon this time, and hopefully the kobolds will understand this. Like, pardon me for using a unusual language there. We have our tickets right here, and I'm going to pass over some of the paperwork with all my autographs on it. And they look, hopefully they look a little bit more like handbills for like our upcoming performances.
They look at this and they're like, these aren't tickets. You have to have stamped tickets if you want into the Final Egg Festival.
Final Egg Festival?
Oh,
yeah,
well,
it's sold out. It's been advertised for months. Why are you surprised?
We're out of town. I apologize. How would we get tickets to potentially? I know you said it's full up and all, but maybe there might be an exception, or maybe some entertainers can come in and maybe perform inside of the festival. Do you need entertainers?
And he goes, "Wait, are you the last act?"
Yep,
yes,
that's us.
Oh, why did you just say so?
Well, we tried,
because
but you understand. I point the shit.
He looks to one of his cohorts and he goes, "Tell Caxo they're here." The lieutenant and they kind of wander off, and after a moment, the gates open, and there's a rather self-important looking kobold there who's wearing like well embroidered like tunic and like a half cloak, and has a helmet with a big feather on it. And he comes up and he goes, greetings. I am Caxo. You must be the final performers for the matches.
I mentioned
the
Shensen.
That's us.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, that's us. I let me just say, I must admire that feather. They must not be very common down here. Where did you get that wondrous plume?
He's like, this came from one of those surface sky bats.
Oh yeah, those things are scary. Which one was it? Was the ones that go caw, or the ones that go cuckoo cuckoo, or the ones that go cray?
He goes, I bought it from a trader. It cost me like 35 gold.
Well, you can tell, and I point over to Roark. We are incredibly rich. We've got a friend covered with feathers.
Wait, yeah,
to be clear.
I look at Roark. You hear that?
No, because we don't understand the language.
Roark, you're basically wearing gold.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about what you said, Shensen, about my parentage just now.
Oh, which one?
The cuckoo-cuckoo, how dare you?
I was just trying to, set you up for, your this thing. Do I have any vanishing powder?
So, by the way, Grollo has backed up and is like, Grollo is not performer. Grollo will return to the bug pits.
That's okay. We'll see you later, Grollo.
And Prince Thorgrim is like, well, I guess I'm here. He's like, I guess I'll come along.
You're what we call a stagehand for now, Prince Thorgrim. You'll be helping us carry things.
Yeah, you've actually noticed that on your journey, Thorgrim is not in good condition. Although you're pretty sure he's a veteran, experienced warrior. He spent so long in prison that he's actually pretty weak and pretty unhealthy right now. He's had a lot of coughing fits on the way here. He's just not up to the challenge right now. That fight with the Audiog nearly did him in.
Since Thorgrim is roughly my height, I'm just going to link arms with him and kind of pat him on the shoulder and go, it's all right, dear. Just stick with me for now. They'll get us through this.
I'm still casting prestidigitation on myself once in a while because of that whole ordeal in the sewage pits.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Coxo, this kobold, the feather, by the way, looks like it might just be like a rather large chicken feather. Like, there's nothing that special about it. It's not like a peacock or anything. It's just a dumb feather. And but he looks very proud of it, and he's like, all right, well, come this way. The matches are about to begin.
All right, we'll follow.
So you are escorted into Kobold Town, and this kobold takes you on kind of a winding path. It's clear that this gate leads to kind of a main thoroughfare, but he kind of diverts you off of that right of way and starts heading through back alleys as he makes his way through town. And on his way, he's like, "Now you came all the way from the surface for this? I mean, I know we sent out calls far and wide, but we weren't expecting to get any surface dwellers."
The messenger was desperate.
Yeah, we've been kind of all over the place. The last we've been spending, I don't know, we spent like what 600-700 years in that gross Durgar prison, right? Ugh.
Oh, are you wanted by the Durgar?
Oh, we're wanted by everyone. That's why we're the final act.
Oh, well, all
Mhm.
right then, great. All right, that's fantastic. Can you give me a deception check, please?
Is this all happening in common or undercommon or draconian?
Actually,
So that's a 12 on my deception, and
You
that's
got
inappropriate.
match
I'm
points.
going to use my hero point immediately.
The first
On the very first
one,
roll.
yay! And it's a one.
Yeah. See how hero points work? They're wonderful.
so
Should be called 0 points.
Coxo is speaking common, actually. The rest of the kobolds look like they only speak Draconic or maybe Undercommon, but Coxo can speak Common, so he's talking to you in Common.
Marvelous. That is much better than what I thought was going on.
Okay, James.
Yes, Lauren.
James, no, this ain't Lauren. This is Peyton to James. I thought we
snap.
agreed to not let the curse come back. I thought you fixed this.
I thought I fixed it too, but I'm still having like traumatic flashbacks to being in like falling in and drowning in sewage and kind of off my game. Is there baths in Kobold Town? Oh, I turned to the kobold guy with the feather, and he looks fancy. Are there baths in Kobold Town? Like with water and
He looks
soap
at you and he
bubbles
goes,
and sparkles?
oh God, why would you want to immerse yourself in water? I mean, my scales would lose their luster.
I'm not talking about you.
He goes, then this is Kobold Town. What do you expect?
I cast prestidigitation again. And try to continue to distract the GM from my rolling a 1 on my deception check.
Yeah, you failed.
Yes.
So,
Oh, yes.
Coxo is like, yeah, listen, what happens to you after the match, that's your concern, but I suggest you watch out because there are Durgar here in town. I mean, you know that, right?
Gross.
Well, whatever. It isn't my problem. All right, so.
Before he goes, I kind of cover to Roark, like, can I have a feather real quick?
That's very personal.
Can I have one of your fingernails?
You lose your feathers all the time after you wake up. You usually have to sweep them. Is it not just a thing of pluck or what?
Well,
Like a small one.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Ow!
Thank you. I was like, thank you, Roark. I come to the kobolds going like, I'll give you this if you don't tell any Durgar that we're here. Pinky swear.
Done.
Pinky swear.
Well, I mean, you look at him and he only has like 3 digits, and he's
Pinky swear.
yeah, I mean, I don't really have one, but sure.
Pinky swear. Good.
Yeah, all right.
It's a
great.
small feather. It's not something that I imagine will catch too much interest if you put it on his hat, but it's like, here you go.
I'll point out to him that it's a small feather, and the glory is thus concentrated into a much more powerful, tiny little form.
No, it's really nice. I like it. I should start collecting feathers.
Yes.
We don't get very many down here. It's mostly bugs.
Yeah,
We've noticed.
Durgar.
All of this discussion has been happening as you're wandering through these side streets, and suddenly you kind of come out of an alley and you realize that you're about to enter. He's taking you straight to a door that leads underneath a gigantic oval-shaped building.
Like
and you
an
can
egg?
hear crowd roaring from
This thing?
inside. It may be over here.
Somewhere with the big arena-looking thing.
You know what's inside arenas? Experience points.
Yeah. So he takes you down into the area beneath the arena, and you can hear the crowds up above chanting and screaming, and you can hear roars and cries of triumph. And Coxo is like, all right, so you're the final of our cave taming matches. So don't worry, these are very safe. So it's mostly just for show. I mean, you know, we're not monsters here.
Might I ask what you're taming?
Oh no, this is all part of the egg festival, the final egg festival. So, you know, we're doing the cave taming portion of it. And he looks at you as if you should know what that is.
I just nod like I know what he's doing, and it's like, yeah, so let's tame some cave.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? I mean, this is to show people and remind them how wild this place was before the mother came.
Yeah, the mother, right?
Yeah.
Oh, as we're going through here, I kind of, my staff's on. You know, I still have Grisfeld on top of the staff and everything else. And as we're coming through here, can I do a perception check to see if I realize where we're at?
Yeah.
Or maybe society.
You don't need to roll a perception check to realize you're in an arena.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I mean,
So
you've traveled around the River Kingdoms enough. You've been to that one river kingdom that has like 4 arenas in it. So
as
I
we're coming
have
through,
a
I'm like,
concern.
fellows, quick hustle. I try to like motion everyone to like a football huddle. I was like,
That's very anachronistic, but okay.
I think I don't think we're going to be performing as I think we're going to be performing. Before we go forward, I think we should make some preparations, because I think our show is an arena battle.
Yeah. I hope
Yeah,
so.
and this-
When you hear the crowd, they're all working.
It sounds like the largest house we'll ever have played for. Ha!
Oh, I know. We better do things right.
Let's do an inventory check real quick. I know from some of that loot and everything else that we possibly got in the caves, that we got some things. I saw some like an ornament there that looks magical. Can you hand me that, Roark?
yeah, I should know.
Oh, this weird hand?
Yeah.
Yes. This mummified hand.
In the loot you guys got, you've got you managed to identify it on your way here, and this is the loot that, if I remind you, you got it from the Durgar chest and from the Adiug muck pile. Yeah, so some of them are kind of smelly, but it's fine. There was a +1 Warhammer in there. There was a Hand of the Mage. There was a Jade Cat Talisman. There were 2 minor healing potions, Lesser Alchemist Fire, a Sun Rod, an Oil of Potency, a Scroll of Heal, and a lesser Bravo's brew.
Ooh, do we get extra credit points for drinking that? The Band of Bravos?
No.
Oh.
I will grab that hand ornament there. You may disperse the rest for yourselves.
Are you just collecting body parts there, Lorne? Like skulls?
Are you jealous?
He's obviously building Grisfell a new body.
Yeah. I'm a good person.
Grisfell pops out of the skull slightly. By the way, for those who have never watched the show before, the ghost of Grisfell is tied to his skull, and they've take it with them. So they have a ghost with them, but he can't really do much.
He's kind of our mascot.
Yeah, he kind of picks his head out when you get the hand, and he's like, "Oh, I see how it is. You're just gonna start talking to the hand now. Okay, fine."
Don't be jealous.
So anything that has to do with taming and caves and beasts, I have a bit of a concern.
Uh-oh.
Can I knowledge nature or knowledge society to figure out maybe if I know anything about what's going on from my travels?
Sure. Give me a society check.
Oh dear, I was really hoping you'd choose nature.
Nothing's ever convenient here.
And 11. I don't know much about caves.
Well, I mean, you know the basics of what arenas are, right? I mean, they're where people fight other people or where people fight beasts and monsters, right? For the approval of the crowd. And in this case, it looks like it's part of some festival.
And the cave mother?
Oh, you have no idea what that is.
Wait.
Well done.
Wait. Ilana, what is this festival called?
Final Egg.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, it's the Final Egg festival.
Oh. I begin to
Lon,
just kind
you have
of...
something to tell us.
Don't worry about it.
Do you know something about eggs we don't?
No.
Maybe they'll have bacon. Bacon and eggs.
Roark, you've always been a wonderful companion.
As you've been discussing this, Kaxo has been preparing, and you notice that another group of gladiators have just gone up this big ramp at the end of the hallway that leads up into a kind of bright light. And it was like a group of kobolds heading up to go do something. And you hear the crowd chant and roar as they walk up on to the arena floor. Kaxo comes back and is like, "All right, so you're up next. Let's see. Well, just so you know, there's you're going to be fighting a big snake. So we got a big cave serpent for you. Now
that's easy.
I can see the looks on your faces. Don't worry, we've removed its venom glands, so it's safe.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Poison.
I bet it wasn't a poison snake.
No. Cave serpents are terribly poisonous. Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
I am now very determined to make this thing my friend. My wild empathy will work one of these times.
I put my hand on his shoulder, going, "Let's not."
No, it's gonna be great. So all you have to do is go out and kill the snake. It's fine. It's there to get people excited about the period of time before everything got nice. When this cave was filled with monsters. So, we are gonna have to put you in some hats, though. Is that okay?
Ooh, yeah.
I already have a hat.
Oh, well, this is gonna be better.
We need you to wear these. And he goes over and opens up a chest and pulls out. I mean, they look like paper mache, but you're not sure what they are. They're like kobold heads.
I put it on top of my wizard hat.
Big kind of wedge-shaped kobold heads.
I got dibs on the red one. Are they colors?
Yeah, there's a red one, a blue one, a white one, and a black one.
Red. I guess I'll take the blue one.
Black! Goes with my feathers.
I take the green.
Thorgrim is like,
"That's great.
I'll stay here and watch all of your gear."
Wait, we got to bring our gear with us, right?
Thanks.
Well, yeah, but he'll watch over like backpacks and
and dead bodies,
travel stuff.
He can hold on to that warhammer since it'll weigh us down.
Otherwise.
I do.
In case any Dorgar come by, here, take this.
Ooh, Dorgar. Ugh.
I am most enthused by this one bit.
Before we begin, one little thing for luck. And I reach over and I pluck a hair out of Lauren's beard and I say, "How do you like it?"
Ooh, that
lucky
really
hair.
hurt.
And yeah, I know, right?
Wow, you
Anyway, I'm ready to go.
Good luck.
So, you hear the roar and the chanting of the crowd up above, and all of a sudden it goes silent, and then there is a thunderous applause. And at that, Caxo is like, "All right, that's your cue. Let's get going." And he escorts you up to the ramp, and you make your way up the ramp just as the kobolds are coming back down. They look kind of beat up, but as you make your way up, you can see on the opposite side of the arena they're currently hauling some giant mushroom beast off of the out of the arena down the other ramp. So you
Can I? Oh, geez.
I am
Whoa, look at all these people.
very unhappy.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're all going to attack us.
I should note that obviously I didn't fill the arena full of tokens because I didn't want to crash roll 20, but the stands are packed.
Yay! Can I make a crazy acrobatic entrance to catch everyone's attention and impress them?
If you'd like, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, here
Wait,
comes acrobatics. I'm going to use another hero point.
Exactly what they're meant to be used for.
See, that's how hero points are supposed to work, Lauren.
Oh, see, there you go.
Hooray.
Hey, go ahead and move yourself out of the ramp and onto the arena.
Boing! Double backflip.
Stay back here behind Shensen. Come on, Ilana. Don't be shy. We just gotta get murdered.
Oh no. Very disgruntled.
And Roark, were you going to make a acrobatics check as well?
Oh, yeah, give me...
Oh, sorry. I
I'll
need to
do
make
the
one
same.
too. My bad.
Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
Wow,
Yeah.
the two of you come flipping out and do this kind of, two-sided flip. And even Lauren looks,
I made an
looks pretty
18.
stylish back there.
I suppose.
Doesn't look like a complete fool of himself. Doesn't make a complete fool of himself.
I like to think that Roark, you and I just did some sort of choreographed
All right.
Yeah. We've practiced this before.
Oh yeah.
So, as this is going on, the crowd starts chanting, and it's kind of unintelligible down here on the floor, but you hear, those of you who can speak Draconic hear, "Taming of the cave, taming of the cave," and as the chanting reaches a crescendo, something comes slithering up out of the other side.
I like to mention, what is it with Paizo Con in arenas? The last one was an arena. I'm tired of fighting in arenas.
It's fine. So come slithering up out of the other cave is a gigantic snake.
Did they keep saying it?
Huh.
That poor thing.
And on that, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Let's roll. And I got a 17 for Lorne.
I have gotten a 10.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll my initiative.
Zoom.
Tell me what you got, fellas.
Oh, I got a
25.
20.
Yeah. Remember, people might be only on audio or having it on their TV while they're prepping their games and stuff. So,
Wait, we're on TV.
some people watch this on their televisions, and I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, they might. All right. So, you notice up in the box, by the way, there is a number of kobolds. The one in the front here is wearing incredibly ostentatious robes that has large wings attached to it, and has this giant ceremonial staff. And the kobold up in front looks like the MC or the leader of this entire thing. And you quickly realize it is a she. Steps forward and says, "Let the match come points! And she slams her staff into the ground, and out of the top of it comes this blast of flame. And at that, the snake rushes forward. However, Roark, you have the initiative.
Yes. Is there any chance that very excellent acrobatics check I made before this combat began? I should have asked to roll acrobatics or performance for initiative, actually. But would grant me panache, or I can do another one as I move closer to the snake.
You know what? Considering that this is an arena fight and you are a swashbuckler, that will count. In fact, it's basically the exact same roll that you got anyway, just off by one. So
Sure,
we'll call it good. You started this out with an acrobatics check. That's fine by me.
And a bit of panache. Ah!
Okay. So you have panache. Yep.
Yes.
It's your turn.
That makes me a little faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and move closer to the.
Zoom.
One movement.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be 2.
You can do it,
And-
Roark. Do the formation Alpha Omega. That one usually works.
Oh boy. I don't want to move any closer. I'm gonna perform at it.
do.
I'm gonna try to fascinate it,
All right.
even though I know it's a.
Sure. So
A 19.
you attempt to perform at it. That did not appear to work.
Yeah.
No.
It's not mesmerized by my dancing.
Yeah. As this thing slithers, Roark, you're not sure what you're seeing, but there's something not right about it.
Is it that its teeth are pulled out?
No, it has nothing to do with its teeth. It just it slithers real weird.
What do they do to that snack?
Shensen, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to move up one action, and then as I move up, I'm going to draw my scimitar, and I'm going to just start doing a lingering composition. So that's Inspire Courage. And this lingering composition needs a perform check as I start singing about the snake's doom.
Okay.
And let's just see what that perform check is going to be. Oh, I'm going to re-roll that with a hero point.
You need a lot of them today.
Oh, that's a little bit better. So I'm just going to behold the snake.
Actually,
His head
you
will
have-
take, and then will make its flesh into bake. Oh, damn it, that didn't work.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
had it all
that's
worked out in
not
my head, but that 7 ruined it.
It unfortunately did. Yeah, no, that perform check was not high enough, I'm afraid.
All right, with my free hand, I'm going to get out my the oil of potency I just got, because that's oil of potency, and it's going to help.
All right.
Oil of potency.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. You are done. Lorne, it is up to you.
It is now time, boys. What do we have to do? I think I go to 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hello. And I need to be in a particular range for a thing, so hopefully this works. So I need to be within not that range. So well, what is the range of this particular thing that I should have researched at the beginning? Not enough.
Yeah, probably 30.
I cast shield on myself, and for my last action, I cry.
All right. Yeah,
Aw.
great. Yeah, crying is one action now.
Because I don't want to go
all right.
past the melee fighters.
Yeah. So, no need to worry about it, because it gets to go next.
Can it not?
No. All right.
Aw.
So, the snake is going to slither up to Roark, and it is going to attempt to bite you with its fangs. And as this thing slithers up to you, Roark, there's something not right about it. You're not sure what it is, but there is something really not right about it. It slithers in a way that its flesh doesn't indicate. Like it moves, but there's something about it. It's almost like it's kind of dragging half of itself. You're really confused. But it does come up and attempt to bite you.
Oh, yeah.
A miss.
that is going to be a miss. Or at least it would be if I didn't spend a villain point to re-roll.
No!
Which I'm going to, so...
That'll be Vanessa's, so now you have 3.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. Does a 19 hit you, Roark?
You have your buckler
I
up?
forgot to raise my shield. I forgot to buckle. I danced instead of buckling.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you tried to do a dance-off. You should have raised your buckler.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Take 6 points of damage. There is no poison. True to form.
Oh. Yeah.
Hooray! Ouch.
All right, and with its final action, it will attempt to bite you again. Oh no, that is going to be a hit as well. Take another 6. That is a 25 down to a. Let's see, that's only a 20, but that is going to hit. So the Viper has slithered up, and it coils back, and it's like I said, it's weirdly like it's kind of floppy. And then it bites you, but it's almost as if it's just jamming the fangs into you, like it's kind of slapping you with its open mouth. It's real weird.
I have concerns.
Is this thing made of paper? Is this
Ilana,
a paper?
it is your turn.
Is this like a paper Chinese dragon? They're like, die.
It's like filled with kobolds.
Is it?
I'd be less concerned if it was that, but at the moment, I do believe that is a real snake that I saw slither in a very strange way. So I'm going to use one action to run up next to Lorne, and I'm going to knowledge nature to see if I can tell what is wrong.
Yeah, great. Go ahead.
You got a hero point.
And I'm going to use the hero point because I want to know what's wrong.
Watch it be a 1. Well, it probably did not come true.
A little better.
So, all right, so what you're looking at is clearly the body of a viper, but you're pretty sure it's already dead.
So is it undead or being puppeted?
You don't think it's undead. I mean, it doesn't... Undead are surprisingly actually kind of more graceful than that. It almost looks like it's a puppet of some sort. It's hard for you to tell. There is something weird going on, though, but you're pretty sure that snake might already be dead.
Oh, I am less concerned now, a little less worried. Did I use an action for that knowledge nature? Do I still have 2 actions left?
That was one of your actions, yeah.
Oh, I only have 1 action, and I can't.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it to get closer to Roark. So
at a little higher level, you can get like automatic knowledge, which lets you get a free knowledge check every round.
bless. I'm going to use my last action to get closer to Roark then, so I can heal him a little bit.
Okay.
5, 10. Ooh, if I can hit the right button.
I believe in you,
5,
Ilana.
10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20, 20.
I have struggled moving forward, too.
There we go.
Don't we all? All right. Ilana has moved into position. Roark, it's back to you. The snake is in front of you. It has attempted to bite you.
It's so weird. I'm going to tumble through its... to go there, just kind of catty corner that.
Yeah.
Athletics check. Oops, I accidentally rolled twice, but a 26 and a 24, but either way.
You're all
Excellent.
good. Both of those succeed.
Excellent performance, Roark. Excellent.
Thank you. It is now flat-footed against me. And
Yes.
I'm going to strike it with short sword to do a confident finisher.
All right.
Nope. Gonna re-roll that.
Yay!
Down a point.
Hero points flowing fast and furious.
The hero points. I eat them.
See?
Ooh, 29.
And you got bard bonus pre-built into that, right, Roark?
I do, but I'm going to do 2d6 more damage if this is a successful hit.
Yeah, it's actually a crit.
Hooray! It's a first critical!
Hooray! Ha-ha! So I guess that's 18 damage, unless this thing is immune to precision damage, in case I am sad.
It is not immune to precision damage.
Yay!
Okay.
And yeah, your rapier slices through its hide, and like you hit it really hard, and you expect a lot of like blood to come out of it, but in reality, like you hit it really hard, and it slices right through its kind of leathery hide and leaves this kind of flap open now, and inside you can see a rib cage, but there's nothing inside the rib cage. It's just empty.
Folks, I think we're fighting a prop.
That's our favorite enemy.
You still have one action left. Favorite enemy prop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buckler be raised.
Can we act performance like we slayed it from afar and it goes?
Yeah, you can try.
It's its weakness.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you raised your buckler. Okay.
I raised my buckler. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
gotcha.
gonna make that same mistake twice.
Yeah, no, gotcha. Shensen.
All right, since my lingering performance failed miserably, I'm just going to spend one action to keep the Inspired Competence Bard bonus going. Second action to move up there, and I'm like, this thing looks kind of like a beginner snake or a starter snake. I'm not going to use my precious oil of potency on it right now. I'm just going to move up to it and stab it with my scimitar.
Yeah,
Or,
gotcha.
what is going on with this thing? What's its deal? That's a 20.
A 20 is most certainly going to hit.
For 9 points of damage.
So, as you're sitting there, you slash out at it with your scimitar, and your hit peels away even more of its flesh, and combined with the kind of terrific hit that Roark had, the skin, like as this thing kind of undulates and moves, the skin starts sloughing off. In fact, the entire tail comes off with kind of a wet, sickening pop. And as it does so, the skeleton inside extracts from the flesh. And like in addition, there are like beetles and whatnot that apparently were feasting on its dead flesh. And those spill out on the arena floor. And quite suddenly, slithering out of the flesh of this thing,
What are those? What are those?
Oh, no!
A gigantic serpent.
It's a little big. Is
You
this like
didn't- I thought you said it wasn't undead.
is this like a turducken type thing?
So, as you slice through it, this serpentine skeleton slithers out of the snake.
Jason,
Yes.
that was some delightful consonants. Well played.
Oh yeah, no, I do what I can.
Yeah.
I
Onward.
mean, this is a special PaizoCon episode.
Oh, yeah.
I had to bring my A game for this one.
Bonus alliteration.
You
So-
told.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. Was that the end of your round, Shensen?
Well, no, because now I'm going to take a free action to just kind of throw up in my mouth a little bit because that was pretty gross.
Yeah.
Now I'm
fair
done.
enough. And we'll go ahead and put this back at the same initiative that it was at before. There we go. That was Shensen. Lorne, it is your turn to act.
What are those? I immediately just I rush up. So 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I can get
I should also
get right over
note-
here. Go ahead.
Yeah, when that happens, the crowd suddenly goes deathly silent, and you hear almost a collective as it happens, and there's a whole bunch of confused chatter coming from the crowd now.
So that's the type of noise the audience makes when they see something that is going horribly wrong and maybe the actors don't get it, right?
that to be honest, it almost sounds like this is unexpected.
Huh.
Oh,
This
dear.
is not what they expected to have happen.
Did they not expect us to survive this long or to reveal the secret?
Who could know? All right, back to you, Lauren. You took one action to move.
Yep. I step one bit forward. I'm like, I can't electrocute it full power, but I don't like that thing at all. Electric arc!
Jeez.
All right, let me go ahead and make a reflex saving throw.
That looks lower.
I'm going to fail. So looks like I'm taking, what was that, 4?
There'll be 8 electricity damage unless it has a
8.
thing to resist it.
It does not. It will take 8.
I
Such
don't
a
like that
cast
thing.
for a cantrip.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Max cantrip.
All right. Yeah, no, it doesn't get much better than that. All right. That was Lorne. Unfortunately, now it goes. Its bones kind of rattle and clatter as it reaches back to attack. And now you notice that the fangs you were bit by before were probably the fangs of the snake. However, this thing has these kind of wretched-looking bone fangs, and it is going to reel back and attempt to bite you, Roark.
Okay.
Like the real bite this time.
Ooh! Oh, come on!
Aw.
There goes another villain point.
Oh!
It's still not going to do it. No, it's
still
definitely
a
not
miss.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Okay. With its second action, it is going to attempt to bite you again. Here we go.
You were given
and with my penalty, that's not going to be enough either.
You were given another point, Jason.
Oh, thank you. I'm back up to full. Oh, you guys are so kind. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to bite again. My penalty is so big, I'm not going to spend hero points on that. All right, so it tries to strike out 3 times, but you manage to dance kind of around all of its strikes, warding it off with your buckler. And that is the end of its action. All you can hear is this kind of rattling and clattering as it tries to strike at you. Ilana.
Eek.
This is not good at all. Roark, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I've been better.
All right, then I'm going to ask that you duck, and I'm going to cast Hydraulic Push.
Ooh. Look at that.
All right. Well, that is certainly going to hit. Correct me if I'm wrong. That requires me to make what, a saving throw? Or does it just push me based on the result of the attack?
I believe it pushes you based on the result of the attack, and if I critical, it bludgeons and knocks you back if I critical.
Ah, there it is. Yep. That is a success. I will take the 3d6, and I will be pushed back 5 feet.
We credited. Good job, Ilana.
Let's see. Actually, it probably goes that way. Okay. So it's going to take another 8.
Oh, I only have 1 action left, so I'm going to use it to get close to Roark. Well, we do appear to be in a bit of a situation, don't we?
Nothing we can help. We'll get ourselves out of.
As you throw more spell effects at it, and your blast of water actually looks like it hurt it more than you thought. Like some of the bones crack and snap as the blast of water hits it. The crowd, who was kind of silent and not like kind of afraid of what was happening, since this clearly was going off the rails, suddenly starts cheering again. That is the end of Ilana's turn. Roark.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to tumble my way through it once more, kind of going like this.
Yeah, sure.
Roark, no, stay close. Let me heal you.
I gotta kill it.
I'm on the other hand, like all excited. I love it when Roark tumbles. I'm ready to clap.
Oh,
Not
no.
great. I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about
Clapping,
skeletons.
still ready. Good enough.
16.
Yay!
Maybe, I don't know.
16 is not good enough. No.
Oh, I retract my
Yeah.
clapping.
I think I just get buffeted back to here.
Yeah, you do. You stop right there. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, my panache! I will just attempt to short sword it.
All right. You are going to swing your short sword at it. Its bones
Yes.
dance in and out. That is going to be a hit.
Okay.
Just barely. You managed to connect and do a little damage. All right.
Do a little damage.
Do a little
Then
damage.
I will raise my buckler.
Very good. Shensen.
Okay, so this looks like it's escalated a little bit. So I'm going to take that oil of potency, and it's all moist, and I'm going to rub it all over my clothes and make my armor +1 resilient armor.
Very good.
And then I'm going to move up to here.
All right.
And then I'm going to take a shot at it with... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do a tumble to get around and try to flank it. And just do so acrobatically. Yeah, that's pretty good with the 22. I don't know if it has an attack opportunity or not, but better safe than sorry. I've got one action left. I think I'm going to use that to continue the bard performance rather than stab it, because did when Roark stabbed it with his short sword, did it look like it was like bouncing around on his bones and not doing as much damage?
Looked effective enough. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just keep the bard music going.
That always works. How we got through the first set of skeletons.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
All right. That is the end of your turn, Lorne.
Excellent. It's now my time to shine, everybody. I use my awesome feat that I have, which allows me to basically reach spell, which extends the range of my spells to 30 feet, in which just a triple check just so everyone on screen can see, which I am definitely in range of that thing. And I am going to use that to extend my most famous spell, Shocking Grasp. So
I am shocked by this decision.
I hate you. So to this point,
I don't know if you're grasping the right tactics, though.
Yeah.
I hate this group. All right, so now come to the point. I put my hands together, crackling usually counts forth, and I go, Shocking Grasp, burn, beast.
Did you say shocking grass?
And whatever, roll 23. I got a 27.
A 27 is going to hit. It is not a critical hit, but it is a hit.
Is it if it's a +1 from Bard for the attack? No, I didn't do that. Oh, I did do it.
You did, but it's still not enough.
No, was he like trying to like push a 25 a crit?
No, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
So your electricity arcs out and dances between its bones. However, you rolled relatively poorly. Okay. So it is going to take 5 points of damage from the electricity.
+1 from Bard, or did you have that in there? It's just reflex at this point. +1 from Bard.
I never add the bar thing in there, so it has to mainly be.
Yeah, no worries, we got it. All right, your electricity lashes out at the thing, but it is still up and fighting, which is unfortunate because it goes next. It is going to lash out with its jaws once again at Roark, being the only one who hit it last round. Wow.
Bring it!
I cannot seem to hit, so I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that. And it's worse because that's how points work in this stream.
Yep.
Bounded back on you.
That's right. It's going to attempt to bite again with its second attack. That is equally bad. I have not rolled above like a 10 or 11 this entire fight. We'll go ahead and throw the third one. Yeah. I'll take
You got me twice at the beginning.
Yeah. With the
safety snake.
With the snake corpse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to come back to me so I can heal you for that anyway.
Yeah. No.
You just go to him.
I mean, the snake is scary. It's scary at least. So it's
scary in theory.
Yeah, it's a theory. Yeah.
Not if I break it more.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Ilana, it is your turn. The snake has tried to bite a few folks, but that's about all it has managed to do thus far. Ilana, what are you up to?
Do I attack the beast or do I heal my friend? Since he walked away from me, I have to use one of my actions to get closer. Roark.
You're back at full, Jason.
Oh, hooray.
Oh, dear. All right, let's take care of this beast so I can take care of my friends. Produce flame. That was terrible. I'm going to use a hero point. We're going to do that again. And it is barely any better.
It's just one more. So what was your original and then your new roll? What's the numbers?
One was 12 and the next was 13.
Yeah, they were. The 12 and the 13 both are going to miss. Your flame goes like shooting right between its ribs and off into the sand. The snake appears unharmed. That is the end of Ilana's turn. Roark, it's up to you. What do you got for me?
All right, I'm since it's flat-footed because Shensen and I are flanking it.
Yeah, teamwork.
I'm gonna try a shield bash with my little teeny buckler.
Right. With the little tiny buckler. All right.
Tink. Yeah, this is gonna be glorious. See?
Yeah, bad roll. Gonna roll that.
All right, you're gonna re-roll it. The first one was only a 10.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the 18.
An 18
Like
is
flat-foot?
going to hit. That does
Yay.
damage, and your buckler shatters and breaks bones. It looks pretty badly hurt now. That was
Excellent.
That was your first action. What are you doing with the other two?
That's right. I will just use a short sword. I was just gonna hit it with the sword.
Okay.
17.
Yeah, you lash
That's
out
with the penalties.
and swing with the sword, but that comes up a bit short, I'm afraid.
Then I will raise my buckler up.
All
I
right.
added that in.
Yeah.
And I raise my buckler once more.
Very good. Shensen, it is over to you.
All right, I'm gonna fire off another round of Bard performance to keep our powers glorious and fancy, and then I'm gonna take a stab at it with my scimitar, which gives me a glorious 8, which will not I will not abide that. I'm gonna re-roll that because hero points are delicious. They taste so wonderful.
They are literally raining from the sky here today.
So that's a 23 overall.
That is going to hit.
For 7
your-
points of damage.
Yep, your scimitar slams into the snake. Its bones are rattling and clattering and falling off, but it is still up and fighting. You still have one action left.
I do. I am going to, I'm going to take another shot with my scimitar. Which I think I clicked the button, or maybe, there I did. It got there eventually. And that's just a 14. Can you use hero points more than once a turn, Jason?
You can, although I will remind you, this is your second attack, so that's going to be at a penalty as well.
It is. It's at a -5, but it's also does. I'm going to do it. I'm feeling glorious. I'm going to re-roll that with another hero point.
All right.
Let's see here. Huh.
Oh,
And it's
that's
worse.
weird. Funny.
That's
that.
worse.
It's always worse.
Well, then I will kind of swing around and do a little pirouette and make it look like I meant to do that.
Yeah, all right. You swing wildly at the bone serpent, but I'm afraid that's not going to hit. Lorne, it is up to you.
All right, boys. I want to save some spells in case we have to fight even more things. So I'm going to do the best thing I can do, which is electric arc it again. Dodge this, scrub, and then lightning immediately starts arcing out.
Ooh.
All right,
Can
so
I-
I am going to make the saving throw and only take half damage.
Can I spend a hero point to make you reroll that?
No.
Oh, why not? You guys made the game. You could just make a Sharpie note in the core rulebook.
You're right. I could. I'm not.
But
going.
he won't.
All right. Yeah. So. All right, Lauren. You have one action left. What are you going to do with that last one?
I'm going to cast shield on myself.
Shield again. All right. So the serpent is going to go, and this round I'm finally going to remember the cool ability I have, and it begins dancing. Ooh. The serpent form begins undulating back and forth rhythmically, almost hypnotically. I need. Well, I mean, to be honest, it actually affects everyone in the entire arena. But I'm not rolling all of their checks. I'm just going to roll all of yours. So can everyone give me a will save, please?
I
Jason?
suppose.
Is this a visual saving throw situation?
I'm going to hero point that will save.
Yes.
I'm going to counter
just one
performance
more.
it.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh, hold on.
Do you
Counter
still have?
performance.
Is that a bardic cantrip?
Yeah, that is a bardic. It's a reaction actually, and I do. Yeah, it's I do. I have a focus
Ooh.
point and all of that. So I'm
Oh, you
gonna
have the
do
focus
that.
point left. Okay.
I now don't have the focus point, but that allows me to make this performance check that you can use for your saving throw instead if you wish. So that's an 18. And then there was a will save, you said, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that, can we see what we get on the will save, or do we have to choose?
I wish I could choose, but
Jason, I'm going to re-roll my performance check with the hero point.
Are you?
Oh no!
Oh,
There it comes.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. 10.
I believe in you,
Modified
dear.
dear.
stat. Yay, 21. Everybody
I
gets
do
either.
believe in you, dear.
Yay,
I'll take
21
that.
for your save or whatever you rolled.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
that.
I think
I'll take
you
the
get. I
21.
think you get choice, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go with it.
You,
Otherwise,
Let
it
me
wouldn't be that good. All right.
I'm gonna take my natural 20 instead.
Well, yeah, it fundamentally, I don't think is going to.
I think we win.
Natural 20
Oh, actually,
is a
no, it
critical.
totally does. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so Roark, you got a natural 20. You are entirely unaffected. Everyone else got somewhere at least 21, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So everyone else is just flat-footed to it until the end of its next turn, because no one actually failed the save. Okay, great.
Yay! Look at me! Don't look at it.
Yeah, So, shockingly enough, that works for everyone in the stands too. So they're all staring
Yeah.
at you now.
Oh yeah!
I love it.
Exactly what Shensen has always wanted.
Oh, this is the best fight ever.
Oh, great. This is exactly what I didn't want to have happen today. All right, it's fine.
Welcome to Shensen Town.
No, it's not Shensen Town.
Yeah, this
Why
is how
not?
it begins.
The answer to who runs Kobold Town is not Shensen. All right,
It
now.
is now.
Aw. Give me a minute.
All right. Well, that is unfortunately the end of my turn. Ilana, it's back to you.
Ooh, so my fire did not work, but I really don't want to use up my spells in case we do have to fight something else. Oh, I'm going to use my wand. And I'm going to do 2 actions to heal specifically Roark at the moment.
Okay, that'll heal Roark for a D8.
Thank you.
8, so that's 13 back to Roark.
I'm full up again.
All right.
And I am going to move
Well, did you have to get out the wand?
through. All right, that's all 3 then. Never mind.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. All right, Roark. It is back
So-
to you, top of the order.
Rourke's standing there, sort of like suddenly this has become a dance battle because this thing started dancing, and Rourke is just standing there, basically like pick any of your step up to the street type movies, and he's just standing there going, sloppy. And now I'm gonna show you how it's done.
Sloppy.
I'm gonna acrobatics my way sort of into it, and then over to right back out again.
I'm distracting you, you big dummy.
That's an 18 acrobatics.
18.
Is that good enough?
Is enough.
Tumble through.
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright,
Wait, tumble through? That is what my reflex
Yeah, tumble through.
DC?
I believe it's a reflex DC. Yeah.
That is not enough.
No!
Okay. Never mind. Then that's fine. It's all right. I will not get my panache. I will simply bash it with the.
All right. Simply going to go for the bash instead.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ugh. Yeah.
10 is
reroll
not going to
that.
be enough.
Yeah. Reroll.
Look at
Such
those
glorious hero
points
points. Yeah.
vanishing so
Oh,
quickly.
Hero
Yuck.
points don't have calories, do they?
They apparently have a few.
Oh.
'Cause
I
it is
do
one per
nothing
turn.
this turn.
Yeah.
No,
I do not bash it. And I will raise up my shield.
All right. Shensen, what do you
All
got
right,
for me?
I got another round of bardic performance. Now that everybody's looking at me, I can't not fail, so I'm going to stab it with my scimitar. And that'll be a 23 all told for 9 points of damage, 9 points of slashing.
You slash out with your scimitar. The blade slams into the snake skeleton, and all at once, it's as if the bones have become undone, and the thing collapses to the floor of the arena.
Hooray!
Everyone in the entire place was staring at you, Shensen, after your amazing dance performance when the snake began to undulate. And when they see you slash out and slam into it, the crowd goes absolutely wild.
Take a bow, dear.
I do. I have one action left. I do a fancy bow with a performance check. That gets a 27.
Yeah.
Yes, bow. It's dramatic. It's beautiful.
Woo! Best count
encore.
ever. No encore. That means another fight.
Well, no, another bow. Go take a
Oh.
second bow, dear.
Oh, I used my actions up.
You notice that the high marshal, the high priest of these celebrations, has moved to the front of the box, and you see the kobold nod at all of you as you defeat it. There is apparently some advisor behind, which has kind of a scowl on its face, and the rest of the crowd is going absolutely wild. Within a few moments, some folks come up to drag the bones and like the sloughed off snake skin out of the arena.
Before they do that, I'm just going to put my hand on its poor head and just kind of stand there quietly over this poor snack.
Aw,
Don't
Moment of
pity it. That
silence for
thing
the
probably
snack.
ate so many people. It's insane.
poor safety snake. He was just trying.
So, shortly thereafter, you're allowed to kind of go back down the ramp from whence you came, and Coxo is there, like he's like, I don't know what just happened, but that was amazing.
What just happened was Shensen, Roark, Lorne, and Ilana. Write it down. This day will be a yearly or a cycle festival for Kobold Town, soon to be named Shensen Town. And I make sure to say that in another comment.
Write down Band of Bravos.
What did you say your name was again?
The Band of Bravos.
Shensen's Band of Bravos.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Shensen's
We're used to it by now.
It's like, he needs a win today.
Wow, that was really amazing. I have to admit, that wasn't supposed to happen.
What was supposed to happen?
What was a snake? We're pretty sure we caught a snake. We must have caught something else. I don't know. That we're gonna have to investigate that. That's not what was supposed to happen.
Can I ask where the snake was caught?
Well, out in the cave. I mean, there are still cave serpents out there. We got to go looking for them these days. Mostly the patrols take care of them. So, they're not all over the place. But, we found one and brought it up and brought it to the arena. It seemed fine. I guess it wasn't. I'm really confused. That was really weird. Normally, these fights are here just to show, how rough and tumble the caves were before the mother came. That's the whole point. And that wasn't supposed to happen.
Jason, can I try an occultism check to try to figure out what that thing was?
Sure.
And while she's doing that, you keep talking about the mother. Is it horrendously rude of me to ask?
He's like, you don't know who the mother is? I thought you guys came down here to perform.
I've traveled a lot and I've learned quite a lot, and sometimes things get lost.
The mother who founded the town, the cave, everything. Yeah. She's our patron.
Oof.
Yeah, this is the day to celebrate her. Yeah. No, it's glorious.
Besides
Yes,
the mother,
very glorious.
what is another name you call her? Or is it just the mother, always, with no other alias or name?
We just call her the mother. I mean, you could ask High Priest Golgama. She might know. If there's other names. I mean, that's for priest types. Listen, I'm just here to run events, so, I'm kind of busy.
No, we understand completely, dear. But it would be something to look up to better understand the culture of your town. So thank you very much for the information.
Yeah. I mean,
And where is our payment?
Payment?
Yes.
There
isn't a.
Don't you do this to me.
I mean,
what about a prize? I mean, that was like.
I mean, you got the honor of performing in front of the high priestess during
And filling
during
our
the final Lake
bags
Festival.
with
That's a huge honor.
money.
That is a pretty good prize.
Liz, do you understand the exposure you just got?
Exposure.
Oh yeah, exposure's good.
Oh, it's one of those. We're leaving. I just start
Ilana
going.
doesn't mind.
He's like,
Marissa is very unhappy.
Listen, I'm really sorry. That wasn't supposed to happen. I owe you. So I can make it up to you because we're about to go into the final feast here. That's next. That's the next activity for the day, and I have reservations at the Cracked Fang. So you can have dinner at the Cracked Fang.
Is that a restaurant?
Yeah.
Is it called Crackle Fang? Is that what it's called?
Cracked. The Cracked Fang.
Crackle.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to the Crackle Fang.
No, cracked. Cracked.
I know what you said.
No, Coxo continues to be like, no, cracked. Don't.
Sorry, I just
How
keep
about
wanting to call it the other restaurant.
How about this, Coxo? We'll take the reservation at the Cracked Fang, and you get us an introduction with your high priestess, and we won't mention this ever again.
Well, the high priest is going to want to know what happened, so we're already organizing an investigation. We're going to take care of that. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I'll let you know. But we're gonna go take care of that. And tell you what, why don't I get some of my boys to take you to the Cracked Fang, and you can tuck yourselves in for the final feast. It's going to be great. They have the best boiled beetles there. Oh my god, they're so good.
Where's Grotto? Where's Grollo?
Grollo is long gone.
Okay.
Grollo went to the bug den.
I was hoping he would be here to be excited.
Jason, how long has it been since we've had like a meal that has like sugar in it?
I don't know. When did you come down here?
Well, even before that, because they didn't have pumpkin pie upstairs. Ugh.
Well, pumpkins are
Gosh,
kind of sweet though, so I mean,
need
there's that.
Candy. Is there kobold candy in Kobold Town?
You haven't seen any yet.
Because there's Shensen candy in Shensen Town.
Well, but you're in Kobold Town, so fat chance.
Damn it.
So, the kobolds escort you through the town, taking you to the Cracked Fang. You arrive at the illustrious establishment that is already quite busy and packed full of folk. But you have arrived, and you have a table reserved for you over to the right there. And that is where we will pick it up after a short break to allow us to go get some beverages and get ourselves ready for the second half of the stream. So stick around, everybody. We will be back in just 5-10 minutes. So we'll see you in just a bit. Welcome back, everybody. So when we left on the break, the group of the Band of Bravos had been taken to the Cracked Fang, supposedly a very nice tavern. You've been led kind of through some back alleys and side streets to take you to this place. It is in the shadow of the large rocky outcropping in the kind of north side of town, where there is some large fortress. Below that is where the Cracked Fang is located. And you were taken there and escorted in. And when you arrived, there was a kobold at the door checking reservations. And you had Caxo's reservation, so you were allowed in. And they said, "Oh, right this way, back here." And you are taken inside the place. It looks kind of like every, a lot of taverns that you've seen before. There's patrons of all sorts at the stools and at tables and enjoying food and feasting. The establishment appears to be run and operated by kobolds. There are kobolds behind the bar. I should note the bar is only about 2 feet above the ground.
It's me-sized!
That's right, yeah. And,
I would also just like to say that real person me is getting waitressing flashbacks.
Let's just hope none of them come up and just snap at us going, "Service, please."
God, Lord, no.
I don't need a PTSD either. Don't worry.
Yeah, actually, somebody mentioned it, and Thorgrim is here with you. That is true. Let me go and find his.
Good old Thorgrim.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Grollo is still wallowing in his bug pit.
I think he's perfectly content.
Yeah, he had no way of actually getting in to the town with you, so
He's happy
He'll be
now.
fine.
We did our due diligence.
that's Thorgrim. So he is with you, and the group of you can go up to your table. Thorgrim will take a seat.
I'll sit here.
And fortunately, the table that they've put you at, once they notice who you are, they put you at a table for larger folk. There are tables here for shorter folk and tables here for larger folk.
I when
Can
Shisha comes
I get
over,
a phone book to sit on?
I try to be courteous to Shisha and go, "Here you go, here's a seat," and I scoot a chair back.
I kind of like look at Lauren like, is this trickery? What do you? All right, I'll sit over here.
And there you are. I'm like, oh, I put the chair back and I sit sad.
Oh, now I've got guilt. Oh, actually, I'm going to sit there because this is a Jason Bulmahn adventure, and I should not sit with my back to the room.
Should I be concerned?
Why would you even have to say that? I'm
We'll
trustworthy.
be fine.
Why
There's
did
a
I
I
window
think
think
I
there.
the
correct
healer
myself?
have her back to the room.
Ilana, did you say you wanted a shorter chair?
Or a taller one?
I do believe I asked for a phone book.
Oh, I see.
What's a phone book?
A
What's a
booster
phone?
seat.
Here's a crate. I find a crate that looks like one of those McDonald's like child seats, and here you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
Just
they
so
do.
I can see over the table.
No, they apparently, are used to having folks of differing sizes here. So they have chairs for shorter folk to sit at the taller tables. They don't really have a good solution for the taller folk to sit at the short tables.
What about
But,
what
you
about
know.
this like giant ogre standing around over here?
And that ogre is not even not seating. That ogre is just hanging out,
Just
chatting
standing.
with two Dorgar.
We've been traveling for a while. I'm used to having to ask for a book
Oh.
or a crate or something to be able to join my companions.
Gross, Durgar. Ugh.
Well,
Yeah.
let's
Are we upwind from the Durgar? or down?
perhaps low, but avoid.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. So, you're all sitting there, and the server comes over and is like, "Mac, mac, 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 mac," and hands out menus.
What do I hear? What do you say in Draconic? So
He's
you can
like-
figure out dialogue on the fly.
Yeah, he's like, "Welcome to the final feast here at the Cracked Fang. All of your meals today will come with a drink from the Fang. So we hope that you enjoy. Try the boiled bugs. They are a house specialty."
I reply
Well-
back in Draconic, and thank you very much for your hospitality.
Do
So
they serve?
yeah,
I was just wondering what kind of booze they serve here. Like
so
alcoholic rainbows.
You look down at the menu, and it is written in a handful of languages. There is Draconic, there is Undercommon,
Yay.
and there is some kind of flowing, sharp-looking script that you're not sure what it is.
Is it Aklo?
It might be.
Because I do read Aklo.
Oh, yeah, it's Aklo.
Yeah. Wait, that's
It's
kind
like
of
it's definitely
unsettling.
not dwarven or druidic. So I
Restaurants
don't
that
read it.
have menus written in Aklo.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
So you look down at the menu, and the dishes are a wide assortment of things made out of bugs, in particular centipedes, beetles, and grubs. There is a lot of dishes made with mushrooms of various sorts, fungus. There are, on the more expensive side, there are dishes made from cave fish. And then finally, there are some, apparently they can grow some like tubers down here in the caves, like root vegetables.
like turnips, Jason.
Yeah, like turnips and carrots.
Okay.
Like pale cave carrots. They're weird.
Ew.
Well, not to be one to be rude in the eyes of the host, I will probably go with the house special. Still attempting the diplomatic approach.
Mm-hmm.
I want cave fish and centipede.
All right. Yeah, you can get a dish of cave fish and centipedes. It comes with some fried cave carrot fritters as well.
Those I will save to the end in case I'm not hungry anymore.
I heard grubs and I heard centipedes, and now I worry about Reginald once again, and then my centipede friend.
Oh,
Roark, what are you planning on ordering?
I can't read this menu. Someone's gonna have to order for me.
you like grubs, right? Right? Do you like grubs?
Yeah, give me some bugs, sure.
I'll order a big plate of grubs for Roark.
Oh yeah, sure. There's actually a platter on here called the Crawling Delight.
I'll order the Crawling Delight for my lovely Tengu friend.
Shensen, Bulmahn, just order me the house special, I suppose.
All right, I'll order you the house special, and yep.
All right. Thorgrim is staring at the menu and he's like, I guess ish.
Oh, come on, Thorgrim, live a little. You're never going to be back here, right? Or maybe.
Thorgrim, dear, you
Honest,
need something hotty. You're not looking quite well.
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
everything's free.
I'm so tired of mushrooms and bugs.
Cavefish. Cavefish.
So I guess cavefish it is. Lauren, what are you ordering?
The special, because I don't know what the heck anything is.
Yeah, all right. So you all order food, and as you're there, you're hearing kind of the assembled crowd, and over time more folk come in, some people leave. You notice that some of the people who come in apparently came from the arena and recognize all of you, and they're like, oh, and they're kind of, although they're kobolds, so they have these big long snouts.
Do they
"Oh."
try to swarm Shensen to get autographs?
Oh yeah.
Some of them actually do kind of come up with like their program, which looks like it's printed on like they apparently have some sort of parchment they make out of mushroom fiber, and they have like a program with a schedule of events, but it's all written in Draconic, and they come up and they're like
I'll go ahead and autograph those, and then I'll pass them over to Roark and have the other people sign them too. Come on, they love us. Sign it.
They're
He's
all
like,
of them
no.
approach Shensen.
No. They want you. Have your time in the spotlight. This is for you.
Oh, don't worry. You'll see I've signed in very, very large writing right down the middle. Never fear. But it's all of us.
That's all right.
We're all bravos.
Yeah.
I'll sign for everyone else. Also Roark, also Lauren, also Ilana. Thorgrim wasn't there.
Yeah, Thorgrim is just like, pass. So, after a brief bit, the kobolds come back and they've all got buckets and troughs of food. Those of you who ordered the special, yeah, you did indeed get a bucket of like oil fried beetles, that are crispy and lightly breaded.
Yes, American festival food.
Yeah.
It's
Pure
like
fair food.
deep fried Twinkies. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Deep fried beetle.
That's kind
I've
of the
eaten
same.
weirder.
Yeah. And looking at the menu, the top of it actually says, Final Egg Festival Special Menu. It says, the final feast to commemorate the final meal the mother had with the people before her final battle. So you're giving these food. Who's going to eat some?
I am
I'll
going
take
to
one for
tuck
the
in.
team.
Ooh, did they bring us booze?
Yeah. What do you want?
I want
They have
something
ale?
fancy.
They have a kind of a mushroom ale. They have something that they call wine. You have no idea what it's made out of. And then they have kobold whiskey.
Kobold whiskey.
I'll try the wine.
All right.
Kobold whiskey for me.
They're like, do you
Yeah.
want it from the Fang?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I mean, that's why we're here at the Cracked Fang to.
All right. So you've ordered whiskey from the Fang. Those of you who have ordered whiskey from the Fang, Thorgrim is in on this too. They wheel out this cart, and on the cart, mounted on the cart, is this large fang, and it's a good 2.5 feet long. And it's kind of cracked down the middle, but not all the way through. It just has a crack in it. And they wheel it up to the table. So Shensen, they bring it to you first. And they're standing at the top of the fang, and the fang is pointing directly at you. And he's got this bottle, and he's like, "Ready?"
Yes.
Yes, she definitely is.
I think so.
And they're looking at you expectantly.
I am
Can I
delighted.
make a society check to try to figure out what I'm supposed to do?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a 16.
You're not entirely sure if there's much in the way of customer tradition that you could divine here, but it looks pretty much like he's about to pour the whiskey on the top of the fang,
May I
the
try?
crack, and have
All
it
right.
flow down the fang to the tip.
Oh, okay. I'll get ready to drink from the fang.
So you get down, and he pours the whiskey, and it flows straight down the fang. And it burns. It's really strong stuff. You have no idea what they're making out of it, what they made it out of.
I've had my cursor hovering over the fortitude button for the last 3 minutes. So
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to make me that fortitude save.
all right, that's a 14.
14. Yeah, you get a little intoxicated by this. It is incredibly strong. You effectively have the sickened condition for a bit.
Yeah, best
but
second.
Because they do not give you a little of this. They give you a lot. So you're sickened one.
All right,
Well,
Lauren, you really got to try this out.
Whiskey.
This is good fang.
This is good fang. Who's next?
I think that whole side of the table, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's cool.
So
Lauren?
let's go down
That's
Lauren.
cool.
Lauren, you ready?
Don't want any,
No,
don't want any whiskey?
I'm no coward. I merely come up there and give me all you've got.
And he's
No,
like,
That's it.
Fortitude save.
a double
That's
is.
That's a natural 20. I win.
So you gulp some down, and you're like, oh, but you managed to fight it off. But he keeps pouring because you ordered a double. So
I'm taking it.
Lauren.
I'm taking it.
Lauren.
give me another
rolled a 20.
fortitude save.
No, hey, no. I rolled a 20. Don't you
No,
do
I need you
this
to
to
give
me.
me a second fortitude save for the second
Fine.
shot. That's how this works.
There's a 21.
All right. Yeah, you're ready to roll.
Well done, Lauren.
I get up and I go, that's good thing. Who wants
You know
some
what it
more?
is?
And I'm just like, apparently I'm drunk at this point. And I'm like, who wants some of this? And I stumble back in my chair making loud noise.
Hey,
That drink is fantastic.
Oh, it's come
Gosh,
on now.
darn it, Jensen.
I am both
I'm just-
disappointed in James and chat for that. You're both awful. All right. So Thorgrim's gonna take a drink and he will go ahead and knock it back, and his save is terrible. So that is for him that's only like a 12. So yeah, he kind of stumbles back to his seat and takes a seat and he's like, it's been a long time.
I am
Go ahead.
over here giggling over my little chalice of wine. This is probably the best time we've had in a while.
That tastes like Auroch sweat, but I like it.
I like to point out that the wizard, the scrawny old man wizard, took the alcohol better than the dwarf.
Yeah, that is obviously what happened. Yeah.
That's what a wizard is. It's like a dwarf stretched out, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, basically.
Who would win in drinking? A dwarf or a halfling? We are party people.
Snake whiskey.
We'll figure out on second supper. What's next, boys? We're eating here, but we need to devise a plan. I don't know what's our next action here.
I personally... Are you in any shape to actually form a plan, Lauren?
No, you sass me. Well, I was told. Wait, the turn order thing came up. I'm scared.
That's like suddenly seeing like if Jason were just to start using the start doing things like let's just see
I'll
here.
put a convey like this range
So-
here. This person has this beer bottle that does
So
this much.
interestingly enough, there's something I learned about Roll20 today. When I bring that up, you can all see. So
it.
So you
Yeah.
are all enjoying your meal, knocking them back and having a good time when
Never
quite
gonna get in
suddenly,
another fight.
when quite suddenly,
Aw.
the ogre across the
Oh.
room bellows a shout. That's enough! Tosses the table, knocking the Durgar to the ground, and just starts swinging at anyone nearby. The
Well, it's a
ogre
good thing we're across the room, right?
is red-faced and furious and just beating people with these gigantic hooks. At that,
Yeah, get them
Shensen,
Durgars.
can you soothe? Can you calm them down?
No,
Are you
that
really
ogre's
supposed to
like
do that?
taking Durgar to town. She looks
at
like
that
she's having
note,
fun.
I'm going to need folks to roll initiative.
One evening.
We're having
A
such a
call.
good time. We're having such a good time at the Redbird or whatever this place was
Natural
called.
The cracked fang.
Ilana is
You
not
just
putting
came
up
from
with
it.
this.
Congrats on your natural 20, Ilana. I'm gonna hide under this table.
Not putting up with this. I wanted one evening apiece.
I just imagine that you're just mad, like you finally had like a nice night after a successful evening, have your wine, got your friends, and then someone just comes smashing on your day.
Somebody just threw a table, and now I gotta be an angry mom again.
Oh, the table throwing part of the night has started. This is great.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a Paizo count without table throwing. All right. Let's see. Do I got everyone's initiative? I do.
You know, I thought of switching this to like battle music, but like, I'm just gonna turn up the tavern music. I think it's perfect battle music for this.
Yeah, no, it all works out. So, the enraged ogre has kind of moved into the center of the room like that. And Ilana, you are the first to act.
I really just wanted a quiet night.
Just
And I do think-
ignore it. She'll kill everything else.
That ogre needs to cool off. Hydraulic push.
Oh,
Calm down.
oh no.
All right, you throw a hydraulic push at the ogre, and that is going to be successful. The torrent of water slams into the ogre, and it's
Does it sober her up at all?
does not appear so. No, you still have one action remaining. What are you doing with the third?
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with the third. I'm going to stay at my table though, but I am going to turn around so my back is not to the room. Actually, you know what? Waiter, some whiskey. I think I'm going to need it for this bar fight.
You look to the waiter to order some whiskey, and the waiters are currently ducked behind the bar. You can just see the tips of their snouts kind of going.
Do they have a reaction triggered by barbells?
Yeah. It's called hunker.
Ah, that's a good
Yes,
one.
I'm getting it myself. I down the rest of my wine and make my way across the room to the bar.
You notice everybody else has kind of moved away from this particularly cranky ogre. We got a table thrown and a bench moved. Yeah, it's all a mess over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So
Later, I'm going to need another round.
that is the end of Ilana's turn. Lorne.
Okay, I duck behind the table, just go but I point a finger out like towards like a bottle that's like north of the ogre, and I go and I like telekinetic projectile at it. Actually, let me double check so I don't cheat. 30 feet, which I don't think I'm actually in range. I might have to move up
I
first.
think you're definitely out of range. Yeah.
Definitely not in range. So I kind of do a little.
I mean, you can
5.
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
move-
move the program. Yeah.
Yeah, so 5. I would have to go around the table. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, we can get up to here, maybe. Unless I have to go out one more. Let's see. Yep, 30 feet just fine. I kind of come out, kind of sidle around the corner. We're all trying to being sneaky like, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're doing this. And make a beer bottle, just telekinetic projectile right at the ogre's face. And that is going to be a command point and up.
Oh.
And it's worse. Can I reroll that one too?
No, you only get to spend
Aw.
1 hero point on a reroll. That's how this works. All right.
Oh,
That
there's a distraction. Like, look, the kobolds over there threw bottles. Ah!
So the bottle comes whipping off the shelf and slams into the wall right near the ogre, and it just kind of winces as glass and wine goes spattering across it, and it stares out at you with just kind of like angry malice. Shensen.
Ilana, don't worry, I got this covered. We'll be fine.
Thank you, dear.
Is there any whiskey still on the table?
Is there any whiskey still on the table? No, because they didn't actually serve you whiskey in a glass. You all drank it from the fang.
Ilana, did you leave your glass of wine on the table?
I downed that.
So
I'm
there's
not sober.
So, all right, so there's no extra booze floating around. That's fine. I'm gonna, let's see here. I'm going to jump up on the table and start doing a bardic dance performance with a violin accompaniment, and start just basically doing a lingering performance.
All right.
So that's a 22, and this bard bonus is applying to everybody in the bar except the 2 Durgar.
Wait, including the ogre?
Oh yeah, get him! Fight!
Some of the kobolds are like, she's gonna do the thing. Although it's in kobold, so it's mac.
And then I will. What's that? That's 1 action. One to jump up on the table, 1 to start the bardic performance.
You have 1 left.
It's actually I can't do the. When do you get your focus points back?
You could have gotten your focus point back on the way back.
Okay.
For you, getting focus points is probably just soaking up being a celebrity, which you certainly did on the way back. So you're fine.
All right. So then.
But that only got you 1 back.
Right. Well, now I'm down to 0 because I did my lingering composition.
Yep.
And I've got 1 action left. I'm not that drunk yet, so I'm going to cast Shield.
All right. Good call. Roark, it is up to you. What do you got for me?
I'm not sure what's even going on here. I'll get up from the table and I'll move up in front of Lauren. Just kind of go right there, and I'll.
You do not have any weapons or armor drawn.
No, I don't have my. Is it a lot of actions to put a buckler on?
I think equipping a buckler is probably just 1. You're pretty much just grabbing it.
I'll strap it on, and raise it up, just in case this ogre wants to cause some trouble.
But the only weapon you have is your beak. Then, I mean,
currently, yes.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's like 1 action to move up, 1 action sword, 1 action buckler.
Yeah.
Well, I got to
so
draw the buckler and then
he's got to draw it.
Wear the buckler and then raise the buckler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
The challenge of starting your combat in the middle of a restaurant. All right, the ogre goes, and looking around the bar, the ogre's pretty angry. Let's see. We had Lauren throw a bottle at me, but Ilana threw water at me, and I know where that came from.
Off.
So let's see here. Oh, sure. All right. The ogre is going to stomp up to that spot.
Hello, dear.
Knocking stuff all over the place to get to that location. And is going to walk up to there, and that is going to be 2 actions just to push through and get up there, and is going to, with its 3rd and final action, swing its titanic hook at you. Here it comes. I think I hit it.
No. Mm-hmm. Then again.
There it is.
That just barely hit, but that is quite a bit of damage.
Oof.
Yeah.
Rude.
So I see that it rolled twice. We will take the first one. So you take 10 points of damage as the hook slams into you. And that will be the end of my turn. The ogre comes up to you and is just like, and just slams this hook into you. Like, it hits you, dealing damage, but then slams into the bar, just like caving off a corner of it, making quite a bit of a mess. At the bottom of the round, this boggart is moving. This kobold is making a run for it. This guy's getting out of here. This guy is going to push his way into the back.
The ogre's gone crazy. Everyone evacuate.
Oh, I got a kobold friend.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get away from the angry ogre. All right.
What do you do with the drunken Bravo? What do you do with the drunken Bravo? What do you do with the drunken Bravo? Early in the bar crawl. Deep down.
Maryssa gets to sing and I don't. Dang it.
Yeah, no, I'm not engaging in more singing. That's not okay. All right, next person. Ilana, it is your turn. You're lucky I don't dock you in action for singing. What do you got for me?
Gosh darn it, wine is not enough to get me drunk. I cannot blame my actions on that. I really don't want to make enemies. I'm really sorry, dear, and you're most definitely drunk, and I really don't want to cast another spell. And I can't reason with you now, can I? There is no diplomacy in this minute, is there, Jason?
Oh no. You're pretty sure diplomacy is out of the question.
There needs to be a special skill, bar diplomacy. Oh wait, that's like.
Is that coming up?
Yeah,
Is that
I don't know.
something I should know about?
It might be a thing. I don't know, but it's nothing you got right now. So.
Well, right now, I guess I'm going to slow her down and cast Tanglefoot.
Okay.
15?
No.
No. All right, I'm moving over the bar and hiding under the counter because they are still me size.
All right, yeah, no. If these were bar for tall folk, yeah, you would have a problem. But yeah, you can hop over and hide behind the bar. No problem there.
I obviously can't communicate with the other kobolds, so I try to appear as sorry as possible. I'm very sorry, dears. I did not mean for this to happen. Obviously, she did not want to cool down.
It won't
But
listen to you. It's a raging tornado. It's hot blood.
She started it!
Give me a perception check.
I can do it. 20?
The kobold next to you is clutching like a bar knife. That ain't gonna do nothing to the ogre. You notice the kobold here that's in the process of boogieing out of this place. Looks like it might have been the kobold that was in the arena. You're not sure though. A lot of the kobolds are wearing festival wear right now, but this one is definitely looks familiar to you.
Unfortunately, I have
Lorne.
no more actions to do anything about it.
Lorne, what are you up to?
I'm immediately going to come back to where I originally was now that I'm safe behind this table. And definitely going to be in range to go, be quiet, ogre, swoosh, and I basically fire off another bottle at the ogre, trying to tame it.
Quit wasting the booze.
It's like no one else is drinking it.
But I
was like, I'm going to assume
That
This
is
is-
going to hit because of the Bardic song.
yay!
Oh, good, excellent. That is 8 bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning. Yes, thank you.
Bard.
Thank you,
Heck.
Shensen.
Nope.
All
awesome.
right. That was Lauren's turn. Shensen, what do you got for me?
I'm gonna give this cute little kobold a wink, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna spin around. And since my lingering performance is still going, I'm going to go ahead and say, "Hey, ogre!" and color spray it.
Oh no!
Like, taste the rainbow. So that would be a will save, DC 18. Yeah,
there you go.
love it.
All right, let me go ahead and make my reflex save or my will save.
No.
I'm going to succeed. I am dazzled for 1 round.
So, balance point to reroll that, Jason. You gotta get a 30. Gotta get a crit.
No, I'm good.
No.
I'll cast shield again.
All right. Shensen has blasted the ogre with a bright array of lights, but it did not appear to have full effect. Roark, it is up to you.
Oh, what's going on? I was just changing the lyrics to Ballroom Blitz to be Barroom Blitz. Anyway. I'm
My
putting it
history
never mind.
An Irish pub is coming.
I'm going to acrobatics through this
Yay!
particular lady ogre here.
All right.
Oh, that's an 18. I'm gonna let that stand.
That is enough. It is a large, clumsy,
Okay.
angry ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's flat-footed to me, but I'm going to attempt to knock her out non-lethally. So this is gonna sort of offset the flat-footed, basically.
Yep.
-2, but I'm taking.
Okay. So, yeah, using like the flat of your blade. Did
I'm
you
just
drop
gonna.
your blade?
No, I'm using my beak, so I'm just kind of like headbutting her. I'm headbutting her basically, and I'm going to spend a hero point to reroll.
All right.
Beak butting.
Beak butt.
There we go. That's like a 23.
That is a hit.
Yay!
Hey.
So let's see. That's
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I rolled that damage again. It's 6 damage, 6 non-lethal.
Plus Bard.
No, I got that in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
all right. Yeah, you hit the ogre with your beak, and it but it is still up and standing.
Then I will raise up my buckler once more.
All right. The ogre.
Oh wait. Hold on. Sorry, Jason. Sorry. There should be 2 more damage because I do have panache.
Oh, all right.
I forgot to add that precision headbutt damage.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, the very precise way in that you headbutt the ogre. All right. The ogre now is going to turn its hook upon you. Here it comes. Armor class 21.
That is just a hit.
12 damage as the hook slams into you, drawing.
It's like being hit by 2 snakes.
Double snaked.
And then reels around to attack again. This one's at a -5, so that's only going to be an 18. I'm going to wager that's a miss.
Yeah, that is a miss, indeed.
All right, and I'll throw the third one at you, too.
Ooh, is that a -10? though?
That's at -10, so that's still going to miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on.
you have 3 points.
I have a modifier I haven't been adding. Does the previous attack hit if it were a 20?
Exactly. If it yeah, exactly hits my shield.
Yeah. So take 11.
Ouch.
And then the third attack would also be a 20.
No. Okay. Now I'm out of hit points.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah, I forgot about my bonus. It's not built into my stats. All right.
That was 40 hit points. 40 points of damage almost. So yeah.
Yeah, that last one was a lucky hit. The ogre slams into you 3 times with its hook, just like piercing Roark 3 times, and with the third one hits you so hard you fly off your feet and land on the ground, prone and unconscious.
Oh no!
That's definitely not to do. Is there any alcohol near me?
Oh, Jason.
Yeah.
Now that all that is done, the ogre was dazzled and has a mischance.
Oh, dazzled for 1 round.
Yep. I can hear you you're glaring at me through the internets.
Oh no!
All right, let me roll the conceal checks.
Come on, dazzle. Color spray.
Flat DC 5. Here's the first one.
We are not losing our Thunderbird in a bar fight.
That's how I'd want to go.
Fair enough, yeah.
That is a fail.
Not how I want to lose you.
So get 11 back.
Yeah!
Okay.
And let me go ahead and roll the other one.
Should be 3, right? 'Cause you hit me 3 times.
Oh, yeah, sure. So the third attack is going to be a hit. Let me go back and roll the first one. Damn, dazzle. All right, yeah, okay. So one of them was a miss. So you only take 26.
26. I'm still standing.
Yeah. Speaking of songs, nice Elton John call out there, Roark.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
You bastard.
Very
All right.
very-
All right, end of the round. We got kobolds fleeing the building.
Had an entire thing planned where I was going to leap from the table going, no, Roark, Black Hawk down, and then go just leaping with shocking grasp.
Black Hawk down.
I look real bad, so you can still come save the day.
I was going to do it when you were down, and then in a moment of going like, no!
So the two, there are two, you think they might be elves, but they have incredibly pale skin. Almost like white alabaster skin, and with just faint purple hues. And they kind of get up from their table, and they both have wine glasses, and they take the wine glasses with them, and are watching the chaos as it unfolds as they make their way to the door, and they're tippling back their wine as they watch. But they're in no hurry to leave. They're interested in just kind of watching the events. Everyone else is kind of fleeing. These two Durgar over here are kind of entangled under the table. That is the end of the round. Top of the round, Ilana, what do you got for me?
Is there anything drinkable near me that I can grab? Quick reach.
Yeah, I mean, there's bottles and mugs all over.
Is there the Fang near me?
No.
Well, darn. I'm going to grab
That's over here.
Well, darn. I'm going to grab the nearest bottle. I'm going to look at the kobold next to me and go, don't I recognize you? But they probably don't even understand me because I'm speaking common or druidic or dwarven. I don't know at this point. I've drinking quite a bit, haven't I?
The kobold you recognize is actually gone.
Oh, they're long gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a room where nobody understands my language except for my bravos, which are across the hall from me, and there is an ogre in the way, and Roark is very down, and I really, I don't want to attack him more. I might have to, but I'm going to use my last spell and cast a 2-action heal after I drink whatever is near me at Roark.
All right.
Are you just chugging down alcohol while you do your 2-action heal? Yeah, here you go, man.
To cope? Yes.
Roark, you regain
I'm so
11.
tired of being the void of reason. I wanted a quiet night, and this is what I get.
You're drinking like
So
a
I'm going
divorced
to give it to
halfling.
the fullest. I'm going to take this night to the fullest because it's not what I wanted. I wanted a quiet night, but I get a bar fight. So I'm going to bar fight.
So, you heal up Roark and chug down some booze from behind the bar. Lorne, it is your turn. There is this enraged ogre in the middle of the room. It looks hurt, but is still up and fighting. What do you got for me?
I throw another beer at it. Whoosh! 27. With bars,
28.
that's a 28.
Ah, that is a critical hit.
Wizard wins with booze every time.
The bottle slams into the ogre, hitting it right in the head, and it's kind of like you don't see little birds and stars
Like
circling
right in the
around
temple,
its
just
head.
bam.
but it's
Knocking it
not
out.
far off. It's kind of like "Rrr," and looks very badly hurt. You still have one action left. Are you just shielding?
Yeah, I'll shield. I was debating on picking up another beer bottle, going, but that would take multiple actions. So yeah, I'll shield.
Yeah.
So vroom.
Shensen, what do you got for me?
Roark, how battered do you look now that you've been healed?
A 50% battered.
All right, come on, Roark, you got this. You got
Still,
this.
like,
I'm gonna.
you're just battered from the waist down, or
Yeah,
ready for
it's
the
from
fire?
the
I'm gonna
waist
throw-
up, probably.
I'm gonna throw you a soothe. You can do it. You're a suave bird. Show them what it's like
So-
to get pecked in the eye.
Oh,
And
I
that's
love this. I love the Shensen ASMR.
Yeah,
13
no, that's
points.
yeah.
13 points of healing to soothe your ruffled feathers.
The the kobold that's nearby is like, meck, 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 meck.
And then I have one action left, so I'm gonna like turn to the kobold and like gesture him. Come on up here, join the dance, cutie.
Meck, meck, meck.
Yay!
Might as well happen.
Meck, 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 meck.
Good. Cover.
Good cover. Oh, poor guy. Roark, what do you got for me?
All right, Shensen, is the bard song still happening? Did you?
Yeah, this is the last
lingering
round.
Performance? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Great.
the last
Okay,
lingering.
I'm gonna tumble my way through this ogre onto the other side of her.
Everyone's
Hero
full on hero points.
Again.
Yeah, everyone's full. So.
Dang it, the same number.
No.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put you back there.
Yeah.
It's just,
fine
does it
enough.
make a funny coconut noise when you bonk off of it?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
I mean, I would assume. Yeah.
I am going to confident finisher,
right.
because I still have the panache from last time.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I'm going to continue to make this a non-lethal hit.
All right, go right ahead.
Nice. Well,
That is
nice
a
roll.
24.
That is certainly going to hit, but only 1 point of damage.
Well, 7 extra points of precision damage because of my confident finisher.
Oh, and I'm assuming there's 1 extra in there from Bard Song.
Yeah, there should be 1 extra for Bard Song. Yes.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't.
forgot that.
All right.
So 9.
That is-
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep. Is that
The
how many
ogre
hit
is-
points she had left?
No.
Oh!
The ogre is stumbling around like, but it is still unfortunately up. Roark, you have 1
What?
action left.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna headbutt again.
Yeah.
You can
Knock
do
her
it.
out, dear.
Finish it.
I thought you said you could do it.
I thought I could do it.
Well, then
I'll re-roll
reroll
that.
Yeah, reroll.
Oh, I got one.
What did I
naturally
just
worse, 'cause
say?
that's how hero points work in this game. All right.
That's what happens when you take drunk
Dang it.
bard advice.
You reach out and attempt to hit the ogre, and she just holds her hand out and kind of grabs you by the beak, and then swings her mighty, horrible hook at you.
Rock!
Assuming it rolls here at some point in time. That'd be nice.
Attention might literally kill me.
Oh,
Oh, no, not again.
That's a natural
What?
20 with a 32 total. How
Oh,
many
with the
times is that
critical.
crit?
What?
Well, there's the second one, but that we won't count the second one.
Okay.
We'll only count the first one. So that is a critical hit. Take
Ugh.
22 points of damage, and drop to dying 2. I'm assuming that knocks you out.
No, I'm still standing thanks to all
Yeah,
of the
'cause of the
healing. that has
soothing
been
and
done.
healing.
Yeah.
Then I have no choice but to attack you again. The hook pierces
I know.
you. Oh, you know what? It's
Yep.
it's deadly.
You've made this personal.
Oh,
Take
crap.
an additional
Deadly.
10.
That's my Tengu.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the hook is deadly, so you actually take 32 points of damage.
Oh, did you roll? Wait, did you roll a 10? You monster?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
monster.
Oof.
You actual literal monster. Now I'm dying too, yes.
All right. Okay. So you drop to dying 2 and collapse on the floor. With its second action, it's going to move up to here.
No!
Side tables, and it is going to swing at.
The kobold.
Well, 1, 2, 3 is Shensen. 4, 5, 6 is the kobold. Let's see. The kobold.
No!
Oh,
The kobold
yes.
is up on the table like. Mac, 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 and the ogre just slams its hook down into the poor kobold, but that's going to miss, just barely. It
Yes!
goes between the kobold's
My
hands.
cover save succeeded.
Kobold dance buddy survives.
Oh, they're gonna have a story to tell after this now, aren't they?
Indeed. All right.
I think
Let's
it's my
see.
turn.
Next up is Ilana.
Well, I am most definitely out of spells, but I'm going to stabilize Roark
Go right ahead.
because no party of mine is going to die in a bar fight.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
I don't have any more. Oh, I don't have any more actions, do I? I can't really grab and throw a bottle, can I? That would be
well,
2 actions.
Stabilize is going to be 2, yeah.
Yeah.
You just move up or reposition or prepare.
Yep, I'm hopping on the ball. This is where I am now. You're not messing with my children.
Uh-oh. Angry halfling mom.
You are stabilized, though.
All right. So you have stabilized and hopped up on the bar. Lorne.
I kind of look at Roark. No, Black Hawk down! I jump over and shocking grasp.
All right, you hop
Once-
over the table and reach
once
out for
figures
the
life
ogre
out.
with
There we
shocking
go.
grasp.
That's a 26.
27.
Plus bar thing for 27.
The electricity dances through the ogre, causing her to dance, her face filled with rage, and she collapses.
Did we just murder an ogre in a bar fight?
Maybe.
So
Okay, Mark Hamill.
So normally, if this were a
Hayden's echo
monster out
effect
in
means
the
we
middle,
did murder it.
if this were a monster out in the middle of nowhere and you did lethal on your final hit, that would just be a yep, it's dead. Let's move on. However, you did specifically make a bunch of non-lethal hits, and at my discretion, it has dying values just like the rest of you. So it is down and dying, but not dead.
So it's unconscious.
Yeah, but it
Hopefully.
is dying right at the moment.
Oh, are we out of initiative? Can I stabilize her?
You are out of initiative now.
Can I do a little flourish with my kobold buddy and kind of spin him around?
like pirouette?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a performance check to show him off.
All right. Yeah,
That's a 5.
yeah, it's not very
I'm going to
good.
hero point that.
The kobold is not a very good dancer.
And it's a
It's still not a very good dancer.
Well.
Kobolds have 3 left feet, including the tail. All right, so you reach out and stabilize the ogre to prevent it from dying.
I would also like to lift a glass, a parting glass, and drink to health
Fair
wherever
enough.
she falls.
Can
Yeah.
we? I
Time
look at
to go
Ilana
tonight.
while she's doing this. Roark's dying.
I
do
stabilized Roark.
And look
I'm
at
out
him.
of heals.
Look, I medicine check. Roark.
No, I don't want you to do it.
No,
You're not trained in it.
no, yes I am. I actually
Oh,
am
no.
trained.
Oh, good.
You want me to do your job for you or what?
Fuck.
Jason?
Lauren, don't you dare take my one job from me.
If you roll
Yes,
a 1, okay.
While those
I
two
rolled
are trying to
5,
save people,
but I
I'm gonna
have
go
hero
get the
points.
fang.
Okay, yeah, you can go hang out with the fang. It's fine. It's right over
Yeah.
there.
15 medicine check.
That's just. I think that's just enough.
That is just enough. So that
Hallelujah.
2d8.
2d8, marvelous. 15.
Yay!
There you go.
Yay! Oh, did we get her?
See,
We
I
most
could-
definitely not right there.
see,
You
I
look
could-
over. You look over
Sorry.
to the side, and the ogre is collapsed on the bar floor, snoring softly.
She
I,
is stabilized, so she's not dying.
See, Roark, I made the healer. So here you go. Well, medicine check. I'll medicine check the ogre to kind of help her out.
Yeah, sure.
That's a 19, and that'll be just it's 2d8, was it? So 1, 2. That's 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is this on the ogre?
Yeah, this is on the ogre. I'm just patching her up.
Okay.
I am drunk,
actually-
and so I am not quite
No.
how I should be. Just leave her unconscious. She
actually-
attacked us first.
Actually, I am incorrect. I am unable to actually do that because I do not have a healer's kit. So ignore what I did.
Oh, all right.
I apologize.
Cheater!
I did it
No,
wrong.
no, it's
My
all
bad.
good. It's all good.
I am
So,
drunk.
so the group of you are huddled around this ogre, and you notice that the 2 Durgar who were with the ogre have come up. And they're like, "What happened?" One of them says.
You got ogre. What language are they speaking?
They're speaking Undercommon.
Well, I don't speak that.
I do, but I'm going to ignore them, and I'm going to say to Roark, "You look like you could use some of this." And I hold out the whiskey fang.
Oh yeah, I never got I got a whiskey thing. Pour it down my throat. I'm already on the ground.
I administer whiskey to his face.
So you just like pour the bottle and let the whiskey just fall off the end, right?
But I take a swig first to make sure it's the right kind of whiskey.
All right, Roark, you're sickened.
Oh,
You're not even going to give him a fortitude check?
Well, you got one. It's right there.
I did. I rolled a 15.
15. Oh dear.
Oh, I got a 21 in my fort save.
Oh yeah, you're doing fine.
All right.
So they're like, she just went angry and just started throwing the table around, and the other one goes, "She wasn't even drinking."
Well, you sure you didn't say anything to annoy her?
No, 1 minute we were talking about the newest Form 1478, and then
there you go. That's your problem. Ogres hate
Right
bureaucracy.
What are you talking about? She was very excited about it. It has a new checkbox that includes ogre.
What does form? I didn't hear anything. So what are they saying?
I like to actively try to translate for Ilana, as I also speak Undercommon.
Yeah,
What exactly does 1478 entail?
It entails possession of hook and other similar piercing weapons for concealed carry.
I'm going to look at the ogre hook and try to imagine how anyone could conceal something that's shaped like an elephant tusk.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Maybe I'm like a much larger ogre.
I'm not in the mood to be diplomatic anymore. Can you hit me with a shot?
I can. Blunk. I take a shot myself.
And thank you, darling. I can't deal with Draugr at the moment, and I refuse to.
I keep rolling too well on my fortitude saves versus whiskey.
I clap my hands together. Go ahead.
I am going to use a hero point because no. Much better. Delightfully drunk, not sick. I'd much rather be drunk than sick. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, after a few moments, because clearly some of the people who ran out the front door have called for the local watch or militia or whatever they have here in Kobold Town. You're not honestly sure. And a few moments later, Coxo arrives. And he's like, "What the hell's going on?"
I pointed at the Draugr. They started it!
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. Calm down, Lana. Look at the door guy going, "Well, she's all yours. Thank you for the party, everyone. Let's go." And I go up to Thorgrim and I take off my hat and put it on him and going like, "So you can hide your face." And I was like, I think we should be leaving.
But the party's just starting. There's only been one table thrown yet. I'm not drunk. I'm only sick in one.
Coxo is like, "I have no idea what happened here. What?"
They started it.
Yeah. Are you all okay? You know,
We're fine, dear. If you could put us to an
voice here. I gotta make sure I'm in the right voice. He's like, "No, what exactly happened? I don't get it. Like, first the arena thing, and now this ogre randomly attacks you. Or are you folk okay?"
Draugr started it.
I come out quickly. No. The ogre was just very angry and stuff like that, and just went on a little bit of a rampage. That's all. He must have been very upset about something.
No, the ogre is completely in the line.
Ooh! I've seen this happen before.
I'm gonna. Fine, I understand why she would rage.
Do you not understand? That ogre crit Roark. She's not in line.
I'm going to check the ogre for like enraging like bugs that crawl around on their skin and sting them with angry venoms.
You don't find any weird bugs or anything on the ogre. The ogre, like the red face of the ogre, like the ogre was really red and furious looking. But that's faded away, and now it just looks like it's asleep.
I will take a swig of Fang whiskey in triumph for not finding any bugs.
Just 14.
Oh yeah.
8. You're so
Oh,
sick, dear. It's
yeah,
1478. I'm very sorry for what happened to Roark, but I will take care of him.
you
They started it.
Shensen, you are now very sick.
How many numbers?
That last shot combined with all the bugs and whatnot did not stay down.
No! Does that mean I'm no longer
Oh, I'm
sickened?
sorry, dear.
No, you're still sickened.
How many numbers?
Let's go 3. So Coxo is like, listen, I'm starting to think something weird's going on here. I'm thinking maybe I should take you all to Golgama, the High Priestess.
Isn't that what I asked for at the beginning?
Yeah,
That's right.
no, yeah,
Oh,
but
I
I
missed
mean,
that.
it didn't seem urgent. But to be honest, I'm starting to worry that there's some sort of curse hanging over the U group.
Sure. I mean, I see no
So,
problem with it. Maybe we can get some more additional healing services to help our friend out.
I could take a break to gain my spells. I would appreciate being able to heal my team again. Is my food still on the table?
Well, why don't you come with me? We'll go up the hill to the temple, and we'll see if we can talk to Golgama. Maybe Golgama can help you. I'm at a loss here. This is a real problem, and I have a lot of festivities to do here. So we're gonna take you back up the hill. And
Jason, I got a really important question at this point.
Yeah.
Do they stop me when I try to leave the tavern with the Fang whiskey?
Yes.
Oh,
He's distracted. Well, she's distracting them with the whiskey. Am I able to sneak my plate out? Because I'm eating that. I ordered that. I'm eating that, and I am not waking up with a hangover.
Yeah, you're free to steal the food, but they watch the Fang and the whiskey like a hawk.
this stuff's really good. You guys should start a bar.
I'm not waking up with a hangover. I'm taking my food with me.
Yeah,
You can't do a bard without the bar inside the bard.
So they take you up the hill.
Exactly, dear.
Moving on.
And take you to the temple up at the top of the hill. So they've taken you from one of the taverns down here up to this impressive fortress up here toward the top of the hill. And the journey up there is quite a hike, and by the end of it, you're all quite winded. But upon arriving, you're taken to this kind of really old looking structure. Like many of the buildings here of a varying age, some of them look like they're maybe 100 years old or something. Maybe some are maybe only 10 or 15 years old. But the building you're taken to looks ancient. It looks like it's at least 300 or 400 years old. It is old and crumbling. It's been repaired in multiple places. It has these kind of soaring arches and buttresses that look vaguely like wings. And the entire thing is this pale white, almost like bone. But it's clearly just made out of like granite or marble. Coxo takes you to it and says, "Well, you can wait here. They're about to perform the high ceremony, and I'm afraid you're not really allowed in for the high ceremony. You're outsiders, so but you can wait outside, and you can if you want to see it, you can see it through the grating in the door if you want to see the high ceremony, but you're not allowed inside. So you'll have to wait out here until it's done. It's going to be a little bit. So why don't you rest up and catch your breath?
Please tell me I've had time to sober up before this, because I really don't want to embarrass us.
No.
Oh dear.
Is the cold stone floor nice and cold and refreshing?
It is.
I'm gonna just face down on it. Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit next to Shensen and just kind of pat her on the head and brush her hair and pat her on the back.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, this is going to be an ordeal, isn't it?
I brushed my beard.
So you're allowed to sit there and kind of wait. And during this time, you can regain your spells and make medicine checks on folks.
Thank jeepers.
Yeah. Well, in that you can't regain all of your spells. You can regain your focus point. I mean, that's about all you can do.
I can turn into a mouse. Great.
Yeah. Congrats. So that happens. Is anyone going to watch the ceremony?
Can I see the ceremony through the bars if I'm sitting next to Shensen?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching as well.
All right.
Yeah, I think all of us will. I think.
If you don't understand Draconic, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but you can maybe get the gist of it. So ignore the spoken part and just pay attention to the descriptive part. Inside is a room packed full of kobolds. And up at the front there is this kind of altar, and behind the altar is the kobold you saw at the arena, hanging out, giving this ceremony. And she is describing how the mother came to this vault and brought her chosen people with her, and tamed this place. As we saw in the arena, it was a wild place, an unkempt place. And for a time there was peace, and the kobolds flourished, and the other people flourished, and she invited all of them to come and live beneath her mighty wings. And every time she says something like that, this high priestess, she points kind of up, and you're not really sure what she's pointing at because you can't see from this angle. And at about this time, there are some other kobold acolytes in the background that have like lanterns that are down at the floor, and they have these like shadow puppets, and they're doing on the back wall of the temple this kind of shadow of this dragon that is soaring around and flying around, and it's basically just on sticks, but because it's being cast by a shadow, it looks pretty cool. And she continues telling this tale about how, and at this she says, but then the lords of the earth came and they demanded this vault for themselves. They wanted to tear it down. They wanted to take what the mother had built and return it back to the stone and fill it with earth, killing all of the mother's chosen children. And at that, there's this other shadow puppet of this big, giant, blocky thing moving around. And so the mother had her final feast, just as we have had here today. And the kobolds are all clapping and cheering. And it was the final feast that the mother had before going to do battle with the lords of earth. And then the dragon and the big blocky thing are like fighting and bashing on each other, and wings are flying around. And everyone grows silent as Golgama looks out to the attended crowd and says, and the mother returned to her people triumphant. The Lord of Earth was driven back to his throne, never to be heard from again. But the mother was terribly wounded. Her body failing, she would die soon after, but not before laying one final egg. It is on this day that we celebrate the final egg, the lost egg. Maybe one day we shall find this egg. We shall uncover it and return it to the temple, and once again be whole with the mother. Thank you for attending this final egg festival. Go in peace. And with that, the kobolds begin to get up and filter out. Now that was all in Kobold, all in Draconic. So if you
I've been translating it the entire time. Like as soon as you don't, I'm like basically like the translator live for them.
I want the puppet. It would be so much easier than doing hand puppets.
Okay. I make like I quickly put my robes together, and I have like a dragon puppet and a rock puppet, and like in the sea that the dragon ate the rock, and then she got a bad tummy ache and died. Now they're finding an egg.
I like how it's like, nice festival you got here. We're gonna steal your stuff.
You said I didn't have time to sober up.
So
folks, doesn't Lord of the Earth? Didn't we see a giant rock man coming down the steps? Does that seem ominous to any of you?
Most tall things are ominous to me, though, dear.
We all look at her.
At that, the doors open back up, and Coxo comes out, and he's like, "Come, you may speak with the high priestess now, with Golgama. Come."
Not gonna lie, I think I'd rather speak with her in the morning, but okay.
I follow.
All right.
I'm asleep.
I drag Shensen by the hair.
Her there.
Yeah,
No, leave Shensen there. Let her rest.
You are taken into the high, the shrine, And you are now able to look up at the ceiling, and there you can see suspended from the ceiling of the temple is a gigantic skeleton that is wired to the ceiling and lit from behind, casting its shadow down onto the floor below. You can see the skeleton of a gigantic dragon.
Marvelous.
That looks like it's bigger than a normal size. Fits into 3, 6 squares, large, huge. That's big.
So
Look at the dragon up there.
The group of you are escorted up to the shrine as the kobolds are starting to filter out. So like, you know, they're all making their way out at this point. So you're kind of on your own. There are these niches off on either side with various kobold statues in them and kobold heroes and stuff like that. And as you are making your way up toward the front, you notice off on the side here is this acolyte. And as you are approaching, the acolyte steps forward and shouts out in Draconic, "Golgama, your time is at hand. My faith is finally strong enough to take over this shrine, and your weak words will no longer hold us. Today has been in chaos and suffering, and it all is all because of your weak will and weak planning, working with these pathetic others." He kind of throws his hand out towards you, and if you understand Draconic, for the rest of you, it's like,
I don't know what's being said, but I'm insulted.
And flaying out his hands, he unleashes a blast of green acid that goes soaring out from him, slamming into the high priest. And at that, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, come on!
Lord, isn't that what you do?
I know.
How much second do I still have, Jason?
We'll drop you down to 1.
Yay!
Oh, that was a 9.
I got a
Makes sense,
17.
I'm drunk.
I want to point out, as you were doing, I was going through Sirens here. We were like, okay, let's get some church music. And as that Kobold was making his speech, there's like church music in the background, like, and it's like an epic speech. It's like, and no more shall you use these others. And it was hilarious.
The playback is going to be great.
All right. Well, I've done my action, so yeah, it's fitting that I'm closer to the bottom. So, top of the order, Roark. There is a mean and vicious kobold here.
I kind of
what do you got for me?
Look around, like, I guess we're saved the day! Ha-ha! And I'll leap up to be right in front of this guy's face, and I'm going to draw my sword and run him through.
Yay!
Oh no!
We keep killing indiscriminately.
A 19 will hit, just barely.
Yeah, 5 piercing damage.
You run up and pierce this kobold, dealing 5 damage. He curses and hisses at you. Lorne.
As I stab him, I say, "What's going on?"
This guy seems bad, and I don't understand.
I don't know what to do. Stab.
Lorne, what do you got for me?
Apparently, prison's affected all of us. I throw a rock at him with my mind magic. I missed horribly, and then I do a hero point. Then I throw again, and then I miss terribly again. I quit. I got a 12 and a 13.
Instead of a rock, by the way, you're throwing these like chat books filled with prayers.
Oh my god!
Scrolls, just
blasphemy.
And last turn, last turn I shield.
Oh yeah, you shield. Okay, all right, great. Shensen, what do you got for me?
I'm going to very politely try to stick up and fix my last point of that's a fortitude save.
Yeah. Yep.
15.
That'll be enough. You get rid of it.
Yeah, that's just like a professional. That's how a professional does it. I am going to So that was one action. I'm going to then kind of come up here and flank, and then stab it.
Leaping over pews. All right.
Yeah. Do I need a acrobatics to do that, or just? They're
Nah,
probably just
they're short kobold pews. They're like
I
a
can
foot off the
Godzilla through
ground. Yeah.
then a scimitar for a 17 against a flank.
That wouldn't hit except for the fact that you're flanking me, so I'm going to take that.
5 slashing. I'm done. I guess we're fighting, right?
Your scimitar slashes out. I can't understand him either. Should we kill him? I don't know.
Shensen and I are just over this guy's head, like shrugging.
The kobold that is between the two of you curses, seeing everyone else fleeing before it can enact its final victory. It is. It moves its hands in mystical symbols, and then springing up in the middle of the room are a whole bunch of webs.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me?
Well done.
Nope.
Oh dear. I mean, I'm Lauren in those webs. It looks like we're just barely great.
Yeah, you are in them. Can I get the two of you to make me reflex saves, please?
Here comes one. Whoop, that's a 14. I'll re-roll that. I got the ability.
You got the power.
It's the same roll. It's the same. Ah!
It's almost like that happens every time you spend a hero point.
Every time.
My
man.
turn to reroll. I have a few hero points.
Yay.
Oh no, it got worse.
The
That went from a
curse.
4. Oh
It
no, it got better.
is.
Never mind. 8 to an 11, but not that much better.
You
On
are
11,
still
huh?
cursed.
On 11 is a critical failure. You are immobilized.
Somebody
and are gonna
Tanglefoot
take a
me.
penalty to speeds. Peyton, you are going to take a penalty of 10 to your speed until the start of my next turn. So
I don't need
you're
to
slowed
move
down,
the
by the way.
whoop his butt.
Yeah, well, that's fair. He didn't know that though. And then with its third and final action, it is going to cast shield. All right. Ilana, what do you got for me?
I am still drunk. I am now in a very bad mood because my peaceful night became a fight and now another fight. And I can't understand a thing he's saying, and now he's pointing at me and casting spells at me. So
He's
I'm
saying-
going to produce
Hey, Lana, you know what he's saying?
23.
Well, the dice are working for you.
Hey, Lana. Alana, you know what he's saying?
Yes, Lon.
You got big feet and you don't read good. Go get them.
I like how it's like insults that Lauren would take offense at.
You got big feet and you don't read good. You
One
throw
is the
some
fact
flame
and the
at
other
him.
one's just not true.
You throw flame at him and it does manage to connect, dealing 4 points of damage. He kind of as the fire hits him. You still have one action left.
What does being critically failed in spiderwebs do? Does it just take
you
10?
You can't move at all. You
Oh,
cannot
I can't move
in
at
that
all.
open period. Yeah, you're stuck. right
Okay,
where
and
you're
I can't do anything to try and get out of them.
at. You could attempt an escape check, but it's pretty hard. It's up to you.
Might as well try.
What do I roll for an escape?
Acrobatics,
well.
athletics, or an unarmed attack roll.
I'm going to go with an athletics. We'll see how this
Sure, go right ahead.
when roll 20. That's
Yeah, well, sometimes it takes a while.
You know,
It's just
servers
building
and stuff.
tension.
Yeah, servers
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Everyone's playing.
Yeah, no, it's angry.
No, there you go.
how does 14 do?
Not enough.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
hard
no,
roll.
I'm stuck. I'm grouchy. I am drunk, and I just shot fire at people. I think I'm good right now.
Roark, top of the order.
All right, yeah, Shensen and I are just flanking this guy still, so I'm gonna stab him a couple times. You didn't. No,
Well, you're gonna try.
I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna roll a 27.
That's
Oh.
a crit.
Yay!
Because of the
All right,
flank.
take
Uh,
8
I-
points of damage.
I know
Actually,
same
is it a
team, but you also shielded that kobold.
Oh, I shielded. No, it's not a crit. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry to take your credit away from you, but
No,
same
it's
team.
fine.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough. 4
So
points.
what is that? Is that 4? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, 4 points. And here comes the second one.
Yep.
Ew, yuck.
That's definitely not going to do it.
You got to roll.
How many do I have left now?
You got 3
Jeez.
people giving you a lot.
Yeah,
Wow. Then
it's been raining
No.
hero points.
Yep.
No.
I don't think that's gonna do it, unfortunately. And then I'm gonna raise my buckler up.
Yeah, that was a 15 hero.
Lorne, what do you got for me?
I'm sick and tired of these people. I throw another book at them. Huh! 21.
21 will hit.
Ah,
That
nerd.
is going to do.
Jeez.
Are you saying that in Draconic?
Yep.
He's like, the mother shall return. She shall drive all of you and your pathetic people
Shut
from
up,
this
nerd.
place, so that it might be for
What?
us,
Na, na, na,
for
na,
Kobold
na,
kind
na,
alone.
na, 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 na. I shield.
Shensen, what do you got for me?
All right, I'm gonna fire up some bard music and
All
dance a scimitar into his neck
All right.
with a hero point to re-roll that.
I was literally gonna
Unfortunate
go with
miss.
that, yeah.
And it's worse.
Oh.
The curse.
Yeah.
It is
well
the
then-
curse.
Nice.
I'm gonna, for my third action, I'll just stab him one last time. This is -5. Oh, well, I mean, no
No.
way.
No. Those hero points do not work when you do that. All right.
I'm done.
Okay, so let's see. Well, the shield didn't really work. I suppose it prevented a crit. But I think first we are going to go ahead and let me go and make a. Let's see. Do I have a spell? Should be...
Do you have a spell? Do you? Game
Yeah.
Master,
I'm
Director
gonna
of
go ahead
Game
and
Design, Jason Bulmahn.
Yeah. Let me do that. There it is.
What is that? What is that?
He puts his hands together, and out of them comes a dart of green goo that slams right into Roark.
No.
Is he trying to Tanglefoot my Tanglefoot?
No, this is green caustic goo. And
Is this new, or-
it. Oh, it's a blob of acid.
No, I'm saying, is the
Is it-
spell new or is it in the core rulebook?
It's
Is
in
it
the
an
core.
arrow
Okay,
shaped?
okay.
Yeah, I just didn't have it programmed in here properly. It is kind of arrow shaped. Take 12 points of acid damage, Roark.
Oh,
What are you
Ow.
doing to my Tengu?
And the acid continues to burn you. With his third action, he's going to move to get out of the flank. Ah! Ilana, up to you. What do you got?
Ooh, how far away is he? Going to do-
not
Nope,
too
he's still within range, and there's really nothing I can do, and nobody needs stabilize. Nobody needs stabilizing at the moment, right?
well, I only
Okay.
have 3 hit points.
Unfortunately, I can't. You have to be dying for me to stabilize you,
Oh,
and I'm out
that's
of
true.
spells
You
to
don't
heal.
have any more heal.
I don't have any
Fair
more
enough.
heal, and the one's been used, and I can't really throw a potion at you. Actually, can I take an action to throw a potion at him?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Nope. Then I'm going to produce flame.
All right.
Burn 'em.
Go
I
ahead.
gotta summon you your way soon, Roark.
When roll 20 lets me 23 to hit.
That
24.
is going to hit.
24 to hit. So is it 7 damage then?
Yes.
Are you immobile?
I am immobile. I'm very immobile.
Yeah, I don't know if that means you can attack or not. I'm sorry for being rules
Oh,
guy or something. Just-
You can make the attack.
Okay,
you just
okay.
can't move.
Okay,
I just
I'm
can't
my
move.
bad. I'm also learning,
So-
so my bad.
But
Yeah,
they're
no worries.
within my range, and I am
I
very
think you're
unhappy.
immobilized only for one round. You throw fire at the kobold. It hits him. He looks pretty badly hurt. But he is still up. Ilana, I think you have one action left.
Am I still immobilized?
This would be the one round, if you said.
Yeah.
So now
I
she's
think
done.
it's just one round, so I think you're
Has
actually
the round
free.
put
I'm
up?
going to double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, am I free?
I'll know in half a second.
In half a second. Well, I will
Critical
shout at him
failure.
in Druidic because I
Yeah,
am
you are
grouchy,
no
and
longer-
since
you
I
are no
can't
lo-
understand you. You can't understand me.
You are no longer immobilized, but you do have a 10-foot penalty to
Fantastic.
your speed.
I don't need to move much farther than 15 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to go up here at Roark, and I'm going to shout in Druidic, or Dwarven, or Halfling, because if I can't understand you, then you can't understand me.
Roark, it is your turn.
Everyone around me is shouting languages I don't understand. I'm probably going to acid burn to death by the end of this round. We'll see. But I'm going to tumble through his face to go like that.
Bonk, boing.
Roark, dear, please stay close.
Bounce off him. I'm staying from right here. Spin him around. I get some panache. I'm gonna use my confident finisher with my shorts.
Uh-oh.
That's a 24.
24 to hit.
That will hit.
That is a total of 11 damage.
He stepped out of the way, attempting to dodge your blow, but you bounded through his square, bouncing back out. Your rapier darted out, and he crumples to the ground, and as he does so, he says in Draconic, "She will rise again."
Uh-oh.
And he falls to the
I
floor.
don't know what you just said.
The
Don't
priestess,
particularly care at the moment.
the priestess stands up from behind the altar, looks to all of you, and says, in common, "You've saved me. You've saved our faith. This is why I know it was the right thing, that our people would let all folk come to Kobold Town. You are all most welcome here." And at that, we are going to call a conclusion to today's session. We will pick it up next time right here in the altar with Golgama, as you can learn more about Kobold Town and the Final Egg Festival. I want to thank you all for watching. This has been a blast here today. Before we go, I want to toss it around to folks to allow them to tell you where you can find them on social media and the internet before we sign off here. But I do want to let folks know that we will be off next Friday. We're taking a week off. We've done 8 games in a row here to get the Band of Bravos started, but we're going to be back in 2 weeks. At our normal time, we'll be at 2 p.m. To 5 p.m. on Friday, and that's in 2 weeks from today. I don't know the exact name or date off the top of my head. I'll look it up while everybody else is telling you where you can find them. We'll start with
on the 12th.
The 12th. Very good. All right. So why don't we, I'll toss it around and let folks say where they can find you on the internet and here at PaizoCon. James.
Hey, this is James Jacobs, creative director for Pathfinder. Played Shensen, and looking forward to the next few steps of getting this place renamed Shensen Town. You can find me lurking on the Paizo forums, and I've got an Ask Me Anything thread going over on the Discord. I'll be kind of lurking there throughout the next couple of days of PaizoCon Online. Thanks, everybody, for checking us out.
Marvelous. Hey guys, I'm Maryssa Marie. I am Paizo's web content manager. You can find me on the forums or on all the social media at MarySsa Mari. I played your drunken halfling druid, Ilana Thistlefoot.
I'm Jason Keeley. I'm a Starfinder developer. You can find me on Twitter at HerzWestern, HerzWesten. I also have an AMA thread on the PaizoCon Discord, so come ask me some questions about stuff. And I'm also going to melt away into acid now.
No.
And I am Peyton Smith. I am the social media producer here at Paizo, and I have been playing Ron Bonds, the beer thrower of Magic User. And I don't have any fancy stuff for PaizoCon, everything else like that, but I will be trying to work very hard over the weekend, trying to get you guys all the highlighted videos and everything else up on our YouTube channel and everything else, so you can see all the fancy goodness that has happened through PaizoCon, because this is the end of the seminars. There's no more major seminars except for the closing ceremony on Sunday at 12 p.m. PDT or Pacific Time Zone. That's going to be our closing ceremony. I recommend you guys come over and come see it. But PaizoCon isn't over yet. As much as we might be wanting to kick back and relax, I'm still going to try to be here with you guys here for a little bit. We have Roll the Roll coming in on Saturday, or which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. So we hope you join in for Roll20's Roll the Roll. The next up, we have Squiddish coming in at 2 p.m. PDT. He's going to be doing Pathfinder 2nd Edition Adventure, along with Glass Cannon. For the Glass Cannon podcast coming in at 4 p.m. PDT, along with then on Sunday after the closing ceremony, Jason, I think you're in with Q Times.
I am. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
Playing
I'm gonna be
Shadow
playing-
of Norgor, I believe, if I horribly pronounced that name, and I think it's something special for it.
I'm going to be playing a goblin rogue assassin named the Blood Shadow.
And that's from the APG, right?
Yeah, the assassin. I'm going to be playing with the assassin archetype from the APG, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
So if you're excited for
And-
all that stuff, so thank you all for being here, and James, thank you for another great game and awesome job on the maps, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. Folks, I hope you have really enjoyed this. I am Jason Bulmahn. You can find me on all the various social media platforms at /Jason Bulmahn. That's JasonBulmahn. I hope you guys have had a good time. I have had a blast running this. We will see you in 2 weeks. If you've enjoyed these maps, I'm going to find a way to get some of them out there for folks to use in their own games here sometime soon. I'll talk about that more on my own social media. So thank you all for watching, everybody. I hope you have had a good time. Make sure to tune into the rest of PaizoCon. I also have my own AMA. It's been a blast. You know, this show means a lot to everybody at Paizo, and you know, we are excited to still find a way to bring it to you. So thank you for watching Band of Bravos, everybody. We will see you next time.
Yay!
Bye-bye. So long.
Bye.
So long, bye.